Welcome everybody.
Yeah, welcome back
to
the Fingard.
to Dungeons and Dungeons and Dum-Dums.
You're also recording.
Yeah.
Is this do we include this in Dungeons and Dum-Dums or it's only the other group?
I like natural one.
But that's so predictable.
It is.
The five-headed humanoid.
No. Oh, I don't know.
Five
The
stages
five-headed
of
human.
Five-headed horse.
The five-headed
The
human.
three-headed
The
horse.
The
five-headed
five
human.
stages of grief.
Oh my god.
Ouch.
We are.
Denial. I call denial.
I'm accepting.
I'm accepting.
Rage, take
Oh
rage.
my god.
Your anger. I'm accepting.
I'm sorry. Denial, anger, bargaining.
Your anger?
He's anger.
No,
Your anger?
He's
Yes.
a barbarian.
Yeah.
He
I
literally
know.
rages.
If she's anger, I don't
No.
know.
Let it claim it.
I drew everybody as the five stages at work today.
Did you?
No way.
What, really? Oh my god.
What?
I'm acceptance.
Yes, shadow
Your depression.
acceptance.
Yes, and yes. I could also be depressed.
Oh my god, look at your little rage.
Can I see this?
He's a happy
Oh.
He's a happy dude.
Hang on, wait.
I have my mask. Oh my god.
This is amazing. Rama.
Did you see Reish being all
a
like,
delight.
what up?
This is.
He was supposed to be holding on to his goggles, but I
I love it.
erase
No, he's holding the.
I didn't want to erase it.
Denial.
I like bargaining. I'm good with this now. That's great.
That's actually amazing.
That's fantastic.
This is amazing.
Let me see this.
Okay, I didn't see the bargaining. I need to see them
Wait,
also.
wait.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh.
say, let's can we?
That-
No.
that-
These are.
I'll color them one
Mind-blowing.
day. I'll color them one day. They'll all have their own color and everything.
Nava, outstanding.
Thank you. This is great.
I want this. And yes,
Okay.
we are the 5 stages
I'm
of
very
grief now.
pleased that.
Welcome
that
back to the 5 stages of grief.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
It's part of
It's
the
so
session today
damn good.
we played by.
Yeah.
It's so damn good.
Thank you.
Nava,
Yes.
you're incredibly talented.
I was thinking we'd
My
be
mind is
5, but like,
blown.
this is way better.
I'm just
Now
so
that my
sweet.
mind is like amazing.
Yeah.
Blown away.
Thank you.
All right.
Welcome to the 5E stages of grief.
Yeah, 5.
Oh my
Fifth
god.
edition.
Oh,
wow.
Fantastic.
I like it.
Fantastic.
I like that.
Oh, no.
Welcome back to the 5E stages of grief.
Yes.
Nice. That's gonna stick.
All right.
All right. Last time we left off.
That just-
Previously.
We left off
Five
at the end of the
five-
night when you guys were going to
five-
sleep, and yet somehow we picked it up and spent half of the session on that night and the hours.
Are you
leading
judging
up to
our
it.
role playing?
We still didn't
Oh,
go to
not
sleep
at all.
yet, so we have a lot more to do
Oh
tonight.
no, yeah, we said, yeah.
At least we got our scene out of the way
But
last time.
so we went back to the dinner with Lizzie and
Robert.
with Robert. During that time, Shadow was searching to see if there was anything religion based, and noticed that there was an old Bible on one of the bookshelves that had a title saying that it was including the teachings of
wasabi up my nose.
Arvandas. What just happened?
They're eating wasabi peas and they just
Oh no.
Kiblat ko la pesa.
caught up as
Can't be the same as a brain freeze, can it?
No, it's same energy, but like it's like how fizzy is like the spicy of air or
Okay.
spicy of water. You know, they're like spices of
Poetic.
different. Yeah, whatever.
Anyways,
It's the
so
spicy of air.
Shadow found the Bible, asked about it. Lizzie felt a little uncomfortable giving
Bible for whom?
any details about it, but the next day when they left, gave Shadow a folded piece of parchment, which we'll get to that after we do the recap. Then
You don't have it to give me?
Also fell
What?
a little bit.
Did you manage to understand which
no, I
Bible
haven't.
was it? Like to whom?
Hang on.
No, because she wouldn't let me open it because it was very, very old.
I'll just angle it up
before
and
you
see.
left,
Fight these right
so
into it.
Brienne gave a platinum,
It's true.
which was a very, very nice
It's
gift.
the
You-
fin fun.
You moved off. You had some difficulty with
fins.
with navigation, but you found the Iron Road eventually. You decided to camp a little bit of ways from
My
a
navigation
large,
is perfect.
a medium-sized caravan that was camping for the night. And a group of mercenaries, mistaking you for evildoers, came over to find out what your deal was. And of course, once they came to you guys, that was when orc raiders attacked the main caravan. So you guys rushed back, helped out. The orcs all ran off. We had a really interesting transformation.
Don't know what you're talking about. No one else saw that.
And we left off at the end of the night. Well, first of all, everyone has now moved up to level 4. So,
We have to roll.
everyone roll. If you haven't
Initiative.
already rolled hit
Oh, no.
points,
I
roll
rolled.
your hit points.
I did already.
You did already? Who has
Yeah.
already
I have
rolled?
not.
So Max
We
is the-
roll again. We re-roll once. Said the wizard with the D6.
Does it have to be a D4?
Sure.
No, D6 for wizards. There's no hit dice or D4s.
Look, when I started
That's a
playing, it was 30.
All right.
You have to re-roll that one, so I'm gonna hang on.
And yes, I have a constitution of +3.
There you go.
So yeah.
Ooh.
Hang on. I think I rolled a D12.
I
right?
rolled.
Over
I
again.
rolled a 7, and
Oh,
my
wait,
con
I
is
get
plus
plus-
3, so I got another 10 hit
Oh, I
points.
forgot to have my comp.
Big money, big money.
No,
Seven.
big money, no whammies.
Alright.
7 out of
12.
On a D12.
No, it's not.
But your
okay.
Constitution is
Constitution's pretty good.
plus 3 also. Plus 4.
No, plus 2. I think.
Yeah,
it's
amazing.
Constitution.
Your Constitution's plus 2?
I have to check. I'm loading. Hang on.
Can I see it updated immediately?
Everyone also chose a feat instead of.
right.
We said that instead of getting the ability score
Yeah.
improvement, everyone had to take a feat.
Yep. Which I think is gonna hurt you.
Yeah, I also did.
I'm not playing
I
against
need you
you.
guys
Can it
to
be a rabbit's
understand
feet? I
how
heard
much
they're
I
lucky.
hate you all because you all took feats that are going to make my life really
You
difficult.
told
Yeah.
us to take feats.
You did this.
You.
I took
Said,
observant.
We're not leveling up again for
I thought
another
you were
year.
taking care of it.
I don't remember what I took. I took Charger.
I realized that
You took Charger?
Oh.
Yeah.
that it
That's a
made
good
much
one for
more
you.
sense for Shadow
Thanks.
to take something like observance. Like that was far more.
Shadow, when you opened up the parchment,
Yeah.
so it was very, very brief. It was a letter. It said it was addressed to you. It said, "Shadow, I hope I wish you luck in your journey for knowledge, and I hope this helps you." And inside was a sealed letter that's written on it, Lyra, with. Sorry, one moment.
Is that Lyra?
Lyra.
Ooh.
That's the thing.
It says Lyra, and underneath it, Willowbrook.
Is it a place on the map?
Is that one
Not
word?
that you see it.
How do I change my...
On the map that you guys have, it's not listed on the map.
Would that be one word, Willowbrook?
Willowbrook. Yep.
It's in the in the note.
Yep.
No, it's
No, well, that's on the
there's
envelope.
an envelope that
She-
says
there
Lyra
was
Willowbrook.
there was a folded piece of parchment that on the parchment it said it wished Shadow luck in her journey to find more knowledge.
Okay.
And there was a sealed envelope that's addressed to Lyra Willowbrook. Okay. And we left off at the end of the battle. We had some amazing scenes. The mercenaries.
From remind me what her name was.
Lizzie.
That's
I think
close
it's
to
Lizzie.
Lizzie.
Oh, so I have 10. Okay, that's not bad.
Finn's mother.
Yep. The
It's
mercenaries are going to come over to you. They're going to approach you. The one who you all recognize, who was really, really disdainful towards you before.
The woman, like the film
Yep.
one.
Yep. So she's gonna come up to you and she thanks you for the help you gave, but she's a little concerned because she takes a look and sees that there are now 2 extra people in your party. I thought you were only 3 people.
Well,
Who are your friends here?
Oh,
didn't they
We
run
were-
off in the woods?
This
We were
would
there-
be right before
we were
Shadow
there.
ran off.
Oh, but have I come back yet? Oh, it's before I
It's
went
before
off.
you-
It's right before you ran
Oh, we
off.
were there before. We just didn't see us. As you can see, I camouflage very easily into the darkness. But we were there,
Okay.
off to the side.
Well, you all pulled your weight. You're welcome to join us around the campfire, but there's a lot that needs. If any of you have any experience with healing, I'm sure there are people who could use your help.
I've given my elixir, haven't I?
I don't think you did.
He said last time, I think that
Yeah?
we did. Yeah.
Okay.
Brienne said she gave them last
How
time.
do you change your
Okay.
HP on
I
D&D?
never remember what I have.
It changes it for you as you raise your level.
Awesome. How do I? If we're rolling for it, how do I stop it from rolling for me?
You guys have all been
Actually, I
invited
think when
basically
you-
to
when you,
join
like,
the
save your character sheet and you
caravan.
get
Is there
the actual
anything
full
else anyone
page,
wants
you
to
can-
do
you can
before?
So as long as we don't
Resolve.
expect
Okay.
issues
Where the would
before the evening is done, I would spend the rest of my slots creating new potions
Okay.
because they have tokef. They
Yeah.
for
Expiration
like, 1
date.
day.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give them like another 2.
There's a date printed.
Okay. Is anyone else doing anything else before
Well,
you guys are turning in?
well, my question is, does Servas come back
This is it.
to the
yeah.
camp, and are we deciding to stay with
Well, that's
him?
service.
So I after our conversation, I spent a little more time looking for some mushrooms and some time myself, but then I do come back to the camp, and I do want to. The person who I recognize, do I remember where I recognize them from?
No, it's just a familiar face. It's not.
History check?
I mean, I think I did last time.
Oh, you
Yeah.
did?
Yeah.
rolled terribly.
Yeah.
It was
Part
like
of the
a
course.
3 or
You know what? You can
Yeah.
roll again if you want.
After my
It's a new session. You could. We'll start it off.
fresh starts. Natural one.
I will laugh so
Ooh,
hard.
19.
Ooh.
That's way better than that.
Ah,
That's another one.
Okay. I'll take that.
well, gosh darn.
She looks like one of the girls from the orphanage.
Okay.
She has the same face. It's not.
It's not the one who I would. It's there's a lot of kids there, so it's.
There were a
not-
lot of kids, but
not-
it strikes you as familiar. But it's again, if it is someone from the orphanage, it's been a long time since you've seen them.
right. So I do want to end up
Yes.
trying to talk to them a bit, but I'm not going to necessarily do that tonight. If
Okay.
I do want to, when I get back to the camp, I'll go up to Brienne.
Just so I know, are you still looking?
No, I definitely not going back to the camp looking like
You're
that.
opt out.
Yeah, I'm not worked out anymore. No. Listen, I know I'll probably have some questions, but just before I get into any of that, your mask. Is it possible that I may be able to borrow that for a bit while we're in this region?
Yvonne's laughing. She's not. Bart.
I know you have your reasons for needing it, and I'm not trying to take that away from you, but
Are you so? Are
I can make it easy for you.
is your resting state the human or the orc, or are you both?
Resting state's definitely human. I've been human. The orc only comes out when I'm in a bad spot, but that bad spot first came out in this area, and that's why I had to. That's why I left. So one of the people in that group I recognize from my old days, and if they recognize me, then that's gonna be real bad news.
Well, judge one not by his looks, but by his deeds. You had your chances to attack us if you wanted to, but you haven't.
I'm not one of those monsters.
No. You're more a hero. This mask was a gift, and it helps me be calm. And I know it doesn't look it, but it helps me communicate better with other people. Also, lately it's been failing me every once and again. When do you want to hide your who do you want you to hide your face from?
I feel like I should check in with the mercenary here, who is from Delanan, who she's the most likely to recognize me in the immediate future.
So just for this evening.
For this evening, or I don't want to travel with them because I think that's just inviting problems. But as long as I can potentially talk to her, making sure that I'm not
I'm
recognized.
usually insecure without it on me, so
I don't want to make you.
do try to make it brief.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And
I'll make it as brief as I can.
she'll turn her back to you. Lean down, you'll see like a small flash, and she'll hold this beautiful, like dark wooden carved mask with like intricate arcane symbols on the inside of it. And she'll like over the shoulder and back to you.
I will. I'm sorry that I'm making you hide your face so that I can hide my face, and that wasn't my intention.
I'll probably stay around here for like an hour.
I'll make this as quick as I can, and do I need to attune to it? Is it an immediate?
Are you putting it on?
Yeah, I'll put it on.
It goes completely black. You can't see anything.
I'm blind when I put it on.
It's you can't. It's,
What do I see?
You just see the front of the mask.
Well, you
Is there an on button?
no, you
Should I? Reish.
You put it on, it goes ready for service.
You might need a moment to attune yourself to its magic, or maybe have you cast spells before?
Technically, but not. I have
Well,
a few.
I've
magic.
taught many pupils, and I'll try and teach Servas how to activate the mask.
Okay. Roll Arcana.
Both of us, or
No.
Well,
Before the
with
night,
help.
before the level 4, right?
With help.
Yeah.
Help him
We
do
have
it.
No,
to
yeah,
not
an
with like-
hour in the morning.
Not
No,
with
what-
the feet.
No.
Damn.
With your
But
hands.
but it. Help him. He can roll his hand.
Can I? Are we? Is it just? Am I doing anything to help him teach me, or it's entirely on him?
No, it's gonna be entirely
Her.
her.
Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
14. Wait. Yes, a
Holding the mask upside down.
14. Is it? Doesn't make any sense. No.
You
Well,
had the
we
lens
only want
cap
16.
on,
Yeah, there you go.
Max. You had the lens cap
Arcana's
on.
help.
I know, but
the
Yeah.
mouth up here.
Can I ask, where are they, and do
Far
I
out.
It's poking out
notice
the
any
holes.
of this happening? You're far away from
Right.
camp?
not far away, but we're off camp.
Do I
Like,
notice
enough
any of this
מספיק
happening?
בחושך בשביל שאני ארגיש, יכול להיות שאת כן רואה, שאני ארגיש כאילו לא רואים אותי.
Okay.
Can you see in darkness?
For those
Very
listening,
far. Roll
your own
perception.
said.
This is before the roll perception
Just
before
translation
before
subtitles.
the
It
level.
tracks for you to be
Well, my
looking
passive
for
perception.
He
went
doesn't know
up,
that
so
she can
wouldn't
see
it
him.
be? Is it my
There you
passive
go.
perception
Right.
or would it be my
Good call.
perception?
Are you
It
actually
checks
keeping an eye
out for you to be looking for Servas, so
Fine. This was perception. That's cocked.
75.
Sure.
22.
22?
Yes.
You can barely see past your 2 feet in front of. No.
Does she?
um,
can she
you
see my face?
Mainly, can I see what happens when Brienne takes off the mask?
No. Brienne turns away from you.
She's
But you
turned
see-
away from
yeah.
me,
There was a flash.
You see that there's something going on between.
and that she's hiding.
Brienne, you spent some time with Servas.
Servas,
You're an outstanding teacher.
Tiny detail. When do you have dark vision?
Mhm.
Yes, he does.
So you do. So you see colors like.
Yeah.
So when I turned my back to you and I took off the mask and I reached backwards,
Mhm.
the hair, it's turned blonde, like
Okay.
washed back.
Reverse Rapunzel.
So you're an outstanding teacher, but it has no effect on Servus. When Servus puts the mask on,
It's hard to teach with
it's
my back
just-
to you.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
jet black,
You're a fantastic teacher.
and all
but-
you see, the mask into the front is just the face of the mask.
So I do see the hair turn blonde though.
Yeah.
Because that's like.
Brienne, we've already been at this for a bit, and I don't know if I'm going to get it. I know I'm not the most. I know I'm not the most arcane-abled person, and you've taught me as well. I think as
You're fine. There aren't many people who are able to actually get it on the first try. I was hoping, but it's fine.
well, it's not. I don't think that's anything to say to your abilities. You were a very great teacher. Now put the mask back over your shoulder.
Grab it, lean forward, everything turns back.
Yeah.
When you put the mask back on,
Mm-hmm.
for a brief second, again, it's just black,
I tap it.
but there's
You gotta.
just the right
for
spot.
just a flash,
Kick it.
you swear you could see there was a set of eyes looking at you, very angry,
Very angry.
just angry eyes, like yeah.
Angry eyes.
Just
What did I with?
Toy
Toy
Story.
Story.
Oh.
This
God, I
is
love
the
everybody at this
I
table.
picked your angry eyes just in case.
If you get hungry, here's
First
some
one.
cheese puffs and a key. I don't know what it's for, but you never know.
Monkeys.
Did anyone else need to do anything?
Excuse me.
Oh, sorry.
Have you seen anything when you put it on?
No, I think that was the main problem. I couldn't see anything. It's working for you though, okay? Did I break it? I'm sorry.
I can break it.
I can't say it's, I can't say that what just happened is started because of you, because I had issues before, as I told you. But
Church of Divine.
I've seen something. And it's not the first time I get this feeling like someone's following me. Not a pleasant presence.
Is it from before the mask or from the mask?
Before I felt it, like, more in general, I dreamt of someone following me, but this was inside the mask. I look at it, I stare at it.
Try to look over her shoulder. I'm sorry. I'm not like.
Privacy, man.
Sorry. If I did anything to it,
I'm trying to like see if the symbols are wrong, if anything from the inside maybe got scratched or
Roll investigation.
17.
It looks fine. Nothing that you can see.
Shove a dagger in my face. I need to have this looked by a professional. I don't know where.
I don't know any professional.
Reish is a professional solver.
Where
Professional pain in that.
I can fix it.
you said
Hang on the
you're
surface.
from around here, right?
Nice.
Yeah, I am. Listen,
No enchanters, no arcane professionals.
I know a good few from
Okay.
Velenon, but
Oh.
I can't. If I start showing my face around there too much and start trying to, I can't pull any connections. I
So
can't
you're
pull
hiding
any.
your face from them too.
A lot, yeah. Everyone. I am.
Is it because of the condition?
This might better probably just. I'll explain. I'll explain it, but we should probably just save it for the group.
That's fine.
But yeah, it's I left there because of the transformation, and I never went back. And they've for a couple years they've been on my tail trying to find me, and I don't know if they're still looking for me, but I can't imagine they're not.
Do you have family there?
No, it was best conversation with the group, just to explain it to everyone. But
I don't mean to pry.
no,
Sorry.
that's okay. I've got a lot of explaining to do, and everyone's entitled to. Everyone's owed some answers for me right now.
Oh,
So
I wasn't asking because I was worried about me. I was asking because I was worried about you.
appreciate that. Don't really have many people looking out for me, so.
Well, continue enchanting the elixirs.
This guy starts to come over.
Reish, what do you want to do?
Was so Reish back to getting back to the fireside. Wouldn't be going towards the fire. Is staying more in the shadows. If it finds any injured parties, would spend, treat them a little bit. Mainly staying on his own and out of sight and away from the fire.
Okay.
At some point, I am going to look around, go around to a few of the people, help where I can, treat people where I can. I don't have a lot of spell slots left, but whatever I can do, I do. I might just start up my. I'll probably start up my Twilight Sanctuary at some point and help people gather around so that they get temporary HP and just a little bit of healing that way. Let me mark that off. But as I'm talking to the people in the caravan, I'm avoiding the mercenaries. I do want to ask whether anybody knows about a place called Willowbrook and if they know how to get there.
Okay, so one of the caravan leaders immediately perks up and says, "Oh, absolutely! Well, we're headed right in that direction. It's about a day's journey away from here. It's a small, it's just a small village on the side of the road, but they're very friendly people there.
In which direction?
East.
We're going east also.
The right way.
Yeah, to the right.
Oh.
That way.
Forward.
And it's about a day's journey. It's off the main road.
That's right. It's a really good resting point for travelers.
Is there an inn there that we would be able to get rooms at?
They have a really nice inn.
How many heads?
You can
Four-headed
actually
Hydra.
speak. I'm
so
familiar.
Hydra?
Evelyn Meadows, I believe, is the one that runs the
one-headed
inn
Hydra.
there.
Evelyn Meadows?
Evelyn Meadows, really wonderful person. Let them know that shoot.
Roll for name.
Let them know that Quincy.
Quincy.
Let them know that Quincy met up with you on the road and that you gave us assistance when we were under attack.
Okay. Thank you.
Does this Quincy have 3 fingers on each hand?
And Shadow also
At
spends.
least.
Are there children in this caravan?
Yes.
So Shadow spends the evening giving out little glass beads to the children, and the copper to each child that she meets. So just let me know how many children there are, and I'll take that off of my.
7,500.
Roll a d8.
6.
So there are 6.
6.
Because you rolled that, 2 children don't exist.
I'm sorry. Let me. 6 out of the 8 children feel comfortable to take the beat. From
Still
the
alive.
other 2 are a little bit shaken outside the.
Survived the attack.
Are a little bit scared from the attack, and it's very traumatic. Cricket. Anything before we go to sleep?
Well, when I hear that people in the caravan need some help with healing, I'm gonna perk up and just ask them I'm gonna go over and ask what kind of healing helps you need.
Patching up wounds. Some have burns. They had a lot of trouble putting out the fire for the wood caravan that was on the fire, and some suffered some pretty serious burns.
probably once we're done, I'll probably join you there.
Yeah.
And it,
Well, we don't have any healing. I don't have any healing supplies, but I'll help patch the wounds.
I have
these
some.
are weird- these are weird.
You can borrow from mine.
To have a needle and thread.
I think I do. I like the basics. Yes.
All right.
Do you have some makeup kit, disguise, anything before you go in?
I have some
You know,
pimples.
usually I have this mask.
Fair enough. I don't think any of them have disguise kits either, so.
So yeah, Cricket's gonna go.
We don't
go with
use
them to
makeup.
the-
I was gonna
over
put
to
makeup
the
on the
campsite
first,
and,
probably not the.
Take a look at the wounded.
I mean, it could.
Some tabaxi have experimented with dyes and with bleaches,
That's interesting.
but
Hair extensions.
mixed results.
Do you have eyebrow extensions?
No.
Would that be where you
Whisker
got that
extension?
white spot on your neck?
Ah, this. She points to a crescent moon in white on her neck. I actually had an accident as a child. This is from a scar. The hair grew in,
Insight
the
check.
fur grew in white afterwards. Go for it.
In a-
Have at it.
in a perfect preference.
Yes, my grandmother and my
Very
mother said it was a sign that Seluna had chosen me. So,
Seluna?
yes.
So 23.
No, not Brianna. يلا.
Oh, yes.
Saloon.
كده
Seluna.
بدأ الشاشة ما تنفع.
Seluna.
23 insight.
Just finish spell.
She's telling the truth.
Okay.
Just finish spell letter day 3.
It's a scar.
She's also chosen from birth.
What? It's just us right now?
Oh,
Or
fine.
when we're all talking, right?
I guess we're all.
No, you
talking.
tell. No, you.
Do you guys want to
I
have
was-
a
I was
moment
about
around
to
the
go.
fire together
It's-
before you?
No, no.
Where,
we were all
where
talking.
are we right now?
Where are we?
Who's there?
You're together with the camp. You're not. You still set yourself apart from them. You obviously you guys like your privacy.
We have our own little fire off to the
Yeah.
side.
The fire's out.
Smells.
And you guys are getting ready to turn down for the night.
Okay.
I'm still sta-
I mean, I was
still
about
staying
to follow
apart
the
from
other,
everybody, kinda
um,
just on my
I
own
was about to
there.
follow the others to the
Looking
campsite
for-
to help treat the wounded.
Yeah. So I glanced towards Servas, because he already. It's the goddess that my family has served for generations. She's the one I serve as well. So she's the goddess of the moon. And my grandmother always liked to say that it was a sign that I'd been chosen. I would like to think that's true. I don't know if it is. I fell and I scratched the back of my neck on a rock. I mean, but it is, it's kind of cool. I like it.
That's when you fail your ability check, but make your saving throw.
Never heard of a goddess choosing her own subjects. Usually the subjects choose them.
I agree with you. But I was always going to follow her. My family has followed, the women in my family have always followed her. And like I said, for generations. So from a very young age, I've known that this was the service I was going to do. And perhaps it's possible she already knew who I was then, and maybe it was just a sign of her favor. Or again, maybe it was just a scar. But I don't mind it. I like it.
Were you singled out because of it? Were you raised differently because of it?
No, I was already in the service as a young child. I did small things when I was little. Shut up.
Young child, Aubrey.
Ready for service!
Is this like one of those
Um,
toys you walk past and it just makes noise?
But it was never a weight. It was never an obligation. I always had a choice. If I grew up and it was not something I felt I wanted for myself, I could always go a different path. But I always wanted to be like my grandmother and like my mother. It was never. I always felt connected. I always loved the work. I always loved the temple. I always loved the people who visited and the holidays, and it was always what I wanted to do. So I wasn't singled out. It was just an interesting quirk that worked out well with my path. That's all.
It was completely your choice from the beginning. They didn't push you at all. There was no.
I mean, there were expectations, there were hopes, but you know, where I come from, choosing to follow a god or a goddess is a person's right. And many do follow, and many believe, but aren't very dedicated. It's more a comfort, it's more something to turn to in times of trouble or in times of joy.
I agree for the average folk, but you're marked. You were chosen. You were singled out by.
I fell on a rock. It's nice to think I was chosen. I'd love to believe that the goddess shined her light down on me and showed her favor. It's a nice thing to believe, but do any of us know the ways of the gods? We don't. I serve her because I love her and I believe in her and I believe in what she brings to the world. And because I want to give her my devotion, not because of any sign or symbol or obligation. And I think that if she has chosen me, or if she does shine her favor on me, and if she does love me, she loves me more because I chose my path and not because I was forced into my path.
Surprised I've been dwelling on that for a while. But,
Why don't the men in your family follow them?
Traditionally, Selune is served by women, at least by my people. It's possible, I don't know, if there are other people out there who serve her. I have not found any yet. It's difficult in this land to find anyone who believes in something other than the monarchy. But traditionally, they do not. There are men who believe in her, who follow her ways, but the priesthood is generally women. If a man wants to serve her, it has happened in the past. It has been accepted, but it is not usually the way of things.
Hey guys, welcome.
hi.
Hey.
Thanks for having us.
And everything was delicious. I guess everyone was that joke.
What's up?
Do you follow? Does anyone else from your hometown follow any other gods?
Yes,
Is
there are two others on my island who are served. My people serve. There are three main goddesses that we serve. I serve the goddess of the moon, Selune, but some serve Suni, and some serve Lira on our island. The goddess of sorry, I gotta remember exactly the terminology.
Surprised you remember. I can't remember the one god I
did so
served.
much work. I did so much work. Yeah. Some serve Lira, who is she's the goddess of joy, of freedom, of happiness, and some serve Suni, who is the goddess of passion and beauty and love. And there are many of us believe in all. I believe in all three of them, but I serve Selune.
I think that if you believe in something, even if it's only one thing, you have the capacity to believe in anything.
I agree with you. That is very wise.
Goddess of the moon, goddess of
Joy.
freedom,
Yes.
goddess of joy.
Well, joy and freedom and,
And
and
passion.
happiness and
Happiness.
passion and love. We
Sounds like a place not like here.
it is
There's
very different than here. It's true.
there's joy and
Absolutely.
passion and
Absolutely.
insight
is.
check.
Roll initiative.
You know what? Sure.
I was
Oh.
19.
I don't know if you believe me. I'm trying to be sincere. I don't know how well the sincerity is coming across.
Okay.
But
You said roll initiative, not insight.
Yes. There is joy and there is beauty and there is passion and there is love everywhere. It is everywhere.
Sir Ross, what did you roll on the insight?
Just now,
19.
For some reason, you feel this deep, just unease when you're hearing about this.
This whole conversation? Or?
Yeah, just this religion that that Shadow's talking about.
But that's insight into me. He's feeling like
I know.
I'm not being like
I know.
okay.
Welcome to religion check.
No, it's insight check. I'm not. I'm being totally like forthcoming here.
That's my own insight. My insight into me.
Yourself. He's rolling insight into his own feelings. These things exist everywhere, and they all fall under, from my perspective, the surveillance of Lyra and Sunni. But there are some places where the darkness is a little bit strong. It's hard to see them. It's hard to recognize them daily.
Well, luckily, we have the Church of the Divine to try to clear out that darkness. And bring the light.
Kruger's gonna stand up and walk away.
Could Reish
Kind
see all
of-
that,
kind
by
of
the way?
enough.
Like, I'm not that.
We're all sitting around.
Yeah, I was the focus. Just
Church of the Divine.
Wait, all of us? I was not
But
there.
we are all sitting. We weren't all sitting around the campfire when this was happening.
This
Yeah,
is
this
when we
is
said
it.
this is before you
This
guys
is
are
we're going to.
I just want to know if like,
אני לא הגבתי כי חשבתי שאני לא שם.
No.
Feel free,
You're-
jump
yeah,
in.
You're all.
Let's say I went to do something.
Sure.
Brienne was peeing.
It's a long.
You peeing?
I'm a lady.
She's a lady. Of course, it took a long
You shut your
time.
mouth.
You had to go
I'm
find a
also a
good
lady.
rock.
So yeah, Cricket's gonna stand up a little bit in a huff after Servus says that. She's gonna go walk off towards the caravans to look for wounded.
I would like to roll insight
I'm a
as
mess.
to why I think she's so upset.
I'm a mess. You're more of a hiss.
Oh my gosh. 15. No, insight. 15.
Am I saying?
Yep.
You do want to, whatever you want to give me for a 15.
It definitely has something to do with what Servus said about the church specifically. Like even just the mention of that has put Cricket into a mood.
Okay, so I connect it to that. Fine. Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
she
was
absolutely
that-
hated what he said.
Okay. Checks out.
I'll come back to Ken, yanking my belt.
Tightening your corset.
A little bit of a tissue paper in her shoe.
Little piece of toilet paper, yeah.
Brienne, your skirt's tucked in the back.
He's new to
Problem
this.
that you never have.
Oh, wonderful. This is wonderful.
It's like a fly being open, but 17 times worse. Because your whole
thighs.
Oh, everything's out there.
everything's just hanging out
I
there.
felt the slight breeze. Okay. I'll like shuffle between my stuff and I'll have a slight pause.
Excuse me.
Reish.
You see me on the way back, and I'm a little away from the fire. I'm not like I wasn't with her at that conversation. But yeah.
I am interested on your insight.
Reish looks up and says, "I'm not sure I have any kind of insight right now.
Oh,
It's kind of just
It's not in general, not about our situation. It's more in specific. Probably something that will or might pique your interest.
LLIIRA.
looks up. Says, what do you have?"
And it's a
Back to you. Hood up. Small flash over the shoulder of the mask.
Okay. This doesn't really. Reish is now
That's
a
the
little more
character.
intrigued.
I'm still holding it. I'm not handing it
Reish kind
over.
of pops a little out of this. dude.
Can I
Wait,
see
wait,
her
stop,
face
stop.
this time?
I've got my.
What is this human face scene?
Wait.
Okay, George, I just stop recording. We're good.
Okay.
Burn it back on.
Hood up. I'm not
Immediately.
like releasing it yet. Over the shoulder. I'm like, this is very important. I want you to only look at it for a moment. Tell me if you see anything wrong. If you feel anything wrong.
This bends perception, yeah? It's illusion based.
Close it.
Yeah, I
It is.
remember from the.
It is. Yes.
Okay. So you want me to just look at it? So, Reish,
Go ahead.
I can touch it. No.
I'm handing it over.
Okay,
It's okay. You
so-
got it.
Immediately drops it on the floor.
Split down the middle.
So, well, also,
Which is
should
the
I
bigger half?
Notice anything interesting with the flashlight, by the way?
Roll a d20.
Flash of lights. What am I rolling for?
What's he rolling?
What am I-
Straight up.
Was it straight up? 8.
It's you. I mean, it strikes you as odd, but it's you don't know what to make of it.
Okay. I take Reish takes the mask and starts turning it over and looking at the symbols and whatever's on this mask. To see like what is it supposed to do? Or I mean, I can try and guess, but I might have an easier time if you tell me what it's supposed to do and what it's not.
Why don't
So
you tell me the name of the
usually
movie?
what it does is
Why don't you tell me the name of the movie you want to see?
The more information I have, the better job I'll do.
Brianna will say, are you familiar with the spell Disguise Self?
Absolutely. I cast it the other day.
Cast it the
That's
other day.
enough of you to
Excuse
not
me.
like
I
make
don't
it
call it
a
a spell. It's like I don't call it that.
Shitty, you
I mean,
hearing this?
You're holding
I've
the mask
learned.
right now because
yeah.
he might drop it if he's holding it.
I've learned how to replicate that kind of effect. Yes.
So usually
I know the mechanics.
So usually what the mask does is cast it every couple or more hours. I rejuvenate it, but yes.
Okay, that seems pretty straightforward. I'm actually working on something very similar at the moment. Are we level 4 already?
No.
Not yet.
Tomorrow. Okay.
This could be the
We
thing
still
that
haven't
helps you
gone to
craft.
sleep.
what
Yeah,
you
no.
need.
We're gonna end the
This
session.
is great.
This
No,
is-
this is actually kind of amazing. Okay, great. This is perfectly timed. Okay. All right. I'm gonna examine it and see what I can discern, fix, see if anything's wrong with it.
Roll Arcana.
Arcana.
I'm being helped, so I can have advantage, right?
Can I help him?
Sure.
Good.
Good. That was not a good roll. All right, so that
Better.
is better. It is a 18.
Oh,
Not bad.
nice.
Wait, is that right? Yes.
Is this updated?
Yeah.
So
No,
minus
no. The 7 is the updated. 6
So
is the
6.
one. Yeah, 18.
Nice.
The symbols are fascinating. It's not something that you understand, but it has the feel of celestial science.
But are they celestial symbols?
They're not symbols that you've encountered before, but it feels somehow connected.
Okay.
So you share this information?
Yeah, I'm like this looks familiar. It's like a different notation than I use, but it feels like a similar thing. Do I notice anything? So if I try to align these symbols with how I understand the mechanics behind Disguise Self, can I notice anything wrong with the notation, like if it's all transposed or whatever?
It looks fine. Like there's nothing that
Okay.
you could pull out of it that looks like there's an issue. You don't completely understand the mechanics of it. You just know, you get the gist of it basically.
Okay. I don't identify left or anything like that.
I have one. I don't have slots, but I can ritual cast it. I reach with my hand. did you just say that my mask have celestial
Well,
feelings?
well,
to it?
I wouldn't have said celestial. That was me asking him, but I wouldn't call it celestial. I would call
Yeah,
it.
he wouldn't call
How would
celestial
you?
this asshole.
It's world math. It's the language the world is written in. I recognize the symbols as my world math, and I pull out. Wait a minute. I pull out my page of notes to show you.
Past it.
It's here somewhere. Just like
That's
ran,
in character.
I've random pages of note that I've written in similar text.
That's
You
in
wanna see the
character.
funny thing
Shadow
I-
knows what
You
his
want to see the funny
notebook
thing I
looks
wrote
like
up
now.
before? This is like, here are my notes on divine magic. If you want to read them, I don't know if it makes sense to you, or if you can recognize any of those symbols and understand the other symbols from what I wrote and what you wrote. They look like you use a lot of math symbols or wrote words with them, kind of, which makes no sense to me, but they're the same kind of symbols.
Does Brienne understand the notes?
Or did I give the wrong
Shimmy.
paper?
The
It's all garbage anyway, so don't worry about it.
what languages do you speak?
You speak
The language of
insanity
math.
After or before
Sorry.
the upgrade?
I
Before.
assume-
Before.
Do you speak loony bin?
Sorry.
Celestial and common.
You understand
You
it?
understand it.
What is it?
You see it. It's basically you're looking at
It's like a physics
Rashi text of celestial.
Ooh.
It's like celestial, but slightly to the left, but understandable.
But quickly
Yeah.
scribbled.
Yeah.
The ends have a little chupchik at the bottom,
And,
it,
what does it
as
say?
opposed to the T's that are.
What it
This
says
is-
there.
this is what it says.
That's literally what it
Translated
says.
into English.
Mhm,
No
I
one
see.
can understand.
It's just as helpful, right?
It actually is.
Some of it's helpful.
I've seen a lot of student notes in the last couple of years, but this
Student notes.
and this works for you.
This is how energy works. This is how science works. This is how the world works.
I'm convinced this is how you view things. I'm asking if when you try to access this is
Yeah.
helpful for you.
If it works for, I can make divine things happen. You saw cleaning dishes, laundry. It works. You write it down. You manipulate the fields of energy in the world, and you get the effects. You want some light to blast somebody. There's light in the world. There's energy in you. You scribe the difference, and it happens.
Fascinating. I'll hand it back to you, and I'll rummage through my bag and pull one of my old college, not college,
You had college?
Ethereal Academia notes.
Reish is actually really excited.
I'll take one of the basic ones. I'll pass it. And I'll look at that, shall I?
Over my shoulder.
You guys go adventuring with your college notebooks?
Yes, over my shoulder.
Wait,
you
you
adventure with
don't?
their college notebooks.
Do you see this pile of papers that I'm accruing?
What exactly
They're all
are you
yellowed.
passing, Reish?
Covered in
it's
blood.
Magic for beginners.
Spell slots 101.
Magic for dummies.
Spell slots 101.
First
Okay.
level
I
spells
knew it.
101.
Cantrips.
Cantrips
Am I-
101.
okay,
How to cast light.
Reish, do I understand what I'm looking at? Okay, first of all, what?
No, it's not that dumbed down. I
Yeah.
can see
No,
I'm dealing with an
I
intelligent
know what
person.
languages.
Yeah.
Fine.
But
Um,
I
what
do,
language is
but
it
I don't
in?
want to bring too much complex. So let's say
Amazing.
really level 1 spells,
Okay.
core stuff.
You see it as a mathematical equation.
I see it as mathematical equation.
Roll,
You recognize.
Okay, that's important. I have to know if I'm reading it as arcane.
Can I?
It is arcane.
No.
But you're you.
What?
Yes, no.
Like
Please.
one of the spells he recognizes.
Sure.
Okay. So between those equations, you find similarities in
To-
patterns and
The spells I know
equations.
how to do. The spells I know how to do.
On one of them, you recognize identify.
Passing notes.
So, like the same one you.
Oh, but you can't cast identify. You have something to cast identify, or you can.
No, no,
cast
I
identify.
can if I had it.
It's like
But you know
it's
how to
stuff
do it.
he knows. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just singing in
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a different.
And I am a
language.
ritual caster, but I don't think I can cast out of a book.
No, you have to. If you
I-
can only
No,
ritual
if
cast.
you haven't, if you don't have it prepared, you can't cast
Yeah,
it
you
as
can
a
only ritual cast what you
I
have
have it.
prepared.
Right.
Can you give me my mask back, please?
Well, yeah, sure, but I'm thinking about where's this paper? Where's my I knew it. This is
What?
this is the science that the guilds have been hiding. Because that's what that's how it.
Who?
What?
Who's been hiding?
This
The guild.
science- the guilds.
Ah. What do you mean
And
hiding?
And I hand back the mask. And
I grab it, put it back on. What do you mean hiding?
What? This is this is amazing. You're sharing to me. You've been saying that it's magic and not science, but like it's similar how it works. But they've been like anyone can do this. Anyone can learn it. It's science. It works.
Was getting to the academy hard?
I believe, but racially, that anyone can do it. Because it's the way the world
Well, were
works.
you asking hard because it's difficult and it's a high
I'm-
intelligent, or
I'm-
hard like because it's selective?
That. Chodź, Gamila.
Yeah.
It could be both.
Thank you to our resident translator, not
Yeah.
voice.
The diplomat.
Selective.
It's both. It's yeah.
So I
It can be
got
also and
because,
also.
I'm probably a
Or
word.
accurately.
Race continues that the church and the guilds, they like it's obvious that some people some people can just have a natural knack at doing things like if you're good at sports or whatever, you're good at it. Well, you don't have to learn how to do it, and some people don't need to learn how to make these and how to manipulate energy. But anybody can to a degree. Like I'll never be in the professional. Insert sport that they play in this world here, not that they do it professionally.
So, Reish,
Yeah.
Demonetized.
I asked you to take a look at this mask, this very important mask of mine. Because I think, from what I can gather from knowing you thus far, that you are very smart. And I know that the guild is very protective of the knowledge it holds. And I've seen firsthand some of the villagers in our lands had what it takes, but they couldn't get in. The guild would never, and they gave the same spots they gave to unworthy nobles. They did. So I agree with you.
Shouldn't be spots. They should just knowledge wants to be free.
I wholeheartedly
Open
agree.
source.
Open source magic.
I wholeheartedly agree. And maybe one day you can start a school.
That actually sounds really interesting. If you have more notes, by the way, I would love to see.
Maybe some other time. For now, I'm very interested in what you said about my mask.
Right, so if
And
you-
one moment, please, and I'm gonna sit for 10 minutes in
Yeah.
dead quiet and cast identify.
Dead
On
quiet
my
because
own
Reish
mask.
is agreeing to dead quiet, or dead quiet.
I think Brianne is being quiet. We don't know what Reish is doing.
Reish is
Yeah, she's
cheeky.
sitting in quiet.
Right.
He's
Reish is still talking about equations.
Reish is studying this book of this ritual book. Or spell book, whatever it is. Spellcasting 101. And yeah, we're never going to sleep.
So
We're so bad at sleeping.
It's like real life.
oh,
what does identify give you?
Everything,
Full knowledge on
technically.
the item.
It's nothing more than you already knew about it. It's masked. It's
Identify
from,
not-
it
not
does
require
disguise
pearl
self.
to
It's
cast
the
as a
school of
ritual.
illusion.
Yeah.
It's
Nothing
Yeah,
new.
identify.
Nothing
There's no material component to it.
Let's identify as a pearl.
You need a pearl for identify, worth 100 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Oh, fine, but what's it called? You
It
doesn't consume it.
It doesn't
Yeah.
consume it.
No, it does not.
It's a mask of disguise self.
All right, the sun is starting to rise.
Yeah. And Shadow is curled up to sleep.
Wait,
One small thing. Falling asleep, I think Brian would focus on both the conversation she had with Servas and mainly trying to teach him how to cast spells and failing doing that, and she thought about her experiences learning magic, and she'll cross that with her conversation with Reish and what his experiences with trying to access magic and how he invented this whole language for himself to be able to. And I will fall asleep with this. And are we jumping to the morning?
No, I need you to roll a d20.
Rationalizing
Okay,
my roadmap in a reasonable
okay.
way.
are we traveling with
D20?
Yeah. Well, first of all, before we do that, is
Sure.
anyone standing guard? Are you just
Um,
lying
well,
on the guard?
I
Are we
set-
traveling
the
with
mer-
us?
the
Are we
mercenaries
traveling?
have
Are we
guards
traveling
set
with
up.
the mercenaries?
I'm sending Ula to.
We can.
Ula doesn't sleep.
We can
So-
be
No, I want to
just
know if we're
off-
splitting. I want to know if we're
We
splitting.
can be
Directions.
just
Fire.
We're going in the
And
same
also
direction
hunting
from what I
mushrooms.
We can be
understand.
just off
Okay.
cam.
All
So
night long.
no one will see us, and if they're attacked, we can jump in and help, and if we are attacked, they can jump in and help. But being a larger number, I don't think that's smart.
I think tomorrow when we set off, we should.
However,
We
so
can
stay away.
follow the caravan from
From
a
a
safe
safe
distance.
Mhm.
We are going in the same direction from
Guess
what I
we'll
We'll
understand.
probably all end up at Wormwood or
Willowbrook.
whatever.
Actually, we
Willowbrook.
might want to go ahead of them because we're a small group. We will travel faster
Well,
than
I-
they will.
I do want to talk to one of theirs, but I'd rather not do it in daylight. So I feel like at night when we're all at Willowbrook, maybe we could.
Okay.
All right. D20.
12.
You sleep through the night. You have a dream though of your mother, and it's just you see her walking in up to a
Which one?
Which
the one that gave birth to you.
Which mother? That's a question.
Okay.
Well,
I
land
can't
of women,
recall
10
which one was
generations
it. I think I know. I can't recall though. We spoke about this. Can you text me?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I wrote
You
it
can
down.
say the name by the way. If it's-
So I'm not sure if we wrote it down. Which one?
Anne and Belle. Bree and Anne.
All right. Craft and violence.
Yeah. One.
You know, if you want to give them a dream sequence, we can leave the table.
Whispers.
Whispers.
Act surprised, just like in rehearsal.
All right.
No one rehearsed this.
I don't remember.
This is
I
too
mean,
rough and
You didn't
written.
rehearse your.
You gotta get rehearsed.
Please stop wearing shirts with my face on
One
them.
moment. I'm gonna jump to my
Which-
backstory. One moment.
Which was the one that was
What,
You know what? I have three
craft
mothers.
two,
slightly more?
Which
Slightly
one?
more
No, you have
religious.
one. But she's like
let's say
three.
Elaine.
She loves you so
These are
much.
really good.
So it's
Is
Elaine.
this the hugs
Are
and
her hugs
cookies
good
one?
as well?
So in this dream, you see Elaine, and she's walking up to a vanity with a large mirror, and as she walks up, you see that she's holding the mask. She puts it on, and the dream just fades away.
Okay.
All right. Good morning. 5 stages of grief.
So focusing on the teaching aspects of magic, I took the prodigy feat.
Oh, what does that do?
That gives me like expertise and more proficiencies and more
Oh,
languages
okay.
and even other
Roll
tool
some
proficiencies.
I took observant.
Okay.
Ain't nothing getting by me, guys.
Ain't nothing getting by me.
Or away from you.
You're away from me.
Oh my god, I
Um,
love Sentinels so much.
Good
Oh, so
job.
broken.
Reish, you
I'm
have
so
the
sorry
amulet,
about
right?
our other
Yes,
days.
I have.
It was
Oh my
both.
God, he's rolling against my amulet.
I never knew the extent of what Sentinel does until your character.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, it's ascendings per day.
Because I know it from
No,
Good World. and Ashley was garbage.
Wake up,
You're
are
on-
you-
No, she did a decent,
paying
but
attention to
Bo
the
also
amulet?
had
Like,
Sentinel.
It's on
True,
me.
but
I mean,
for some reason I don't remember
I'm
like
asleep
Bo
right now.
I
Right?
love
using
Ashley
it.
playing so much.
I have
She's been
passive
playing for 8
perception.
years. She does not
when you
remember
draw
how to play
attention
the
to the
and I
amulet,
love her
you'll
for it so
notice that
deeply.
both the firebolt and the guiding bolt
You yank
spells that
emotions
you
out of
placed
me.
on the
I
amulet.
like the personality she brings to every
Okay.
character.
Mhm. I haven't watched.
Gosh.
Fern cracks me up.
Yeah.
I'm spending
And
the
Jazz
morning
chaos.
ritual fasting again. This time it's something else.
When
As,
I'm in the middle of something.
as we're about to head off, I'll just say to Reish and Cricket, listen, I know we didn't get a chance to discuss what happened, and I'm sure you guys may not be comfortable traveling here now, but I normally have myself in control, and I will explain whether there's an opportunity for it.
can I do my wake up stuff first because I don't want to do like.
I'm standing over Reish as he's
While we're
like.
doing this,
Oh my god, I love it, yes.
someone please roll a d10.
Okay.
Cricket, go.
Yeah.
As you're trying to like put your morning.
Like, Raish's eyebrow
what?
is just like
Hold on.
twitching a little, like,
It's a very
okay.
pretty 60.
What?
60.
60, so
Six.
6.
Six.
To roll the, yeah.
Clear
See, I'm a
skies.
D10.
Clear skies. It's nice weather.
Yeah.
Very nice
Nice.
traveling weather.
I just wanted to change my appearance a bit first, but I was gonna do stuff that does that, and I don't know if it would affect your thing, but what I would have done first before the conversation.
Fine, okay.
So it's just
I stand over you as you're peeing in the.
wanted to finish. I wanted to finish the level of that stuff first. Sorry.
I love this group.
So when I wake up, I touch Ula and turns from a sparrow into a black raven.
Nevermore.
Very much nevermore. And I also take a needle out of my tinker's pouch and what's it called? And my other tools, and I infuse it with the energy to make a tattoo, a masquerade tattoo, which I then press onto my skin and my body.
Where on your skin?
What? That,
Just a little light
Wait, I can
self-mutilation.
move. So this was supposed to. There's a tattoo marker. So I said how I'm going to do that, and we had
Did you
them.
draw that on yourself?
Gal
Bleeding
drew
with
it.
your left hand. Okay.
Ula drew it.
Ula drew it.
Ula drew it.
Can't spell Ula without several letters from Gal.
Anyways, and then a tattoo appears, basically covering most arms and back and down the hands. It's a mixture of celestial symbols, like equations and raven and bird symbology, raven feathers.
Reish, you're bleeding.
It's very, very full metal alchemist.
And Ula perches on his shoulder. Despite the uplifting conversation, still having some post-killing comment. Okay, sorry. Yes. Now that emo Reish is finished changing.
Did you say emo Reish? Remo.
No, I would have said it when we're all like together and about to
Yeah.
like head out to part.
Okay.
So,
all in your,
I just wanted
all
to
in
do
your
that
own time.
before.
I also have my standard ritual in the morning. I don't know if anyone notices it, but especially after Shadow talked openly last night about, and is a little less concerned about seeing her now. After our conversation, she, she creates her circle. She meditates. You can see the symbol of a moon and glowing around her as she prepares her spells for the day.
Well, I also have my morning rituals, but those are
He goes to pee.
done right.
Done in private.
Done in private. So I
Done
hitch up
in
my
private.
pants. I'll see Shadow doing her morning ritual, and I'll be a little I'll just take out my amulet, and I'll just take a few moments in my own corner to my own little
Chakras.
yeah.
Morning prayers.
As you do that, a shadow comes over your shoulder, and a familiar face walks up behind you. Says, I recognize those prayers that you're doing. Oh, you're a follower. You're a priest of the Church of the Divine.
Yes, yes. Yes, I am.
I swear your face is so familiar. I've seen you before. Where are you from?
Me? No, I'm all the way from, the... I can't remember.
He gives the name of a city that's not Eleanor.
The other end of the world where
Finland.
Finland.
It's dangerous though because if she doesn't know it, then yeah. But
Where am I from? I don't have my notes on me. The one in the southwest. The jungle down there, wherever that is. That's where I'm from.
I know it.
I can't use my phone. I can't.
Yeah, 1 second.
I don't have the map open in front of me.
I know what it's called.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Nope.
Damn it! I texted you too much since then. That's after.
Okay, regardless.
Oh, so, yeah, not from around here.
The Kalazar jungle.
Thank you. I'm from the Kalazar jungle.
Oh,
Where is it?
where's that?
South.
South there.
Oh.
I haven't been that far out of this area. I'm from Delanar.
Oh.
Delanor, not Delanon.
Delanon.
Yeah.
From
DM.
It's the Delanon accent. Sorry.
Delanor.
Delanar.
Oh,
No.
Delanon.
No.
So
You can't.
I've met in my travels someone from there, and do you know? And I'll mention the name of a different student who was there a year or two younger than me.
Yeah, actually, I do. Sorry, remind me. You were talking about when in the orphanage.
In the orphanage, yeah. I went to a student from the orphanage.
She's very surprised. And she's like, actually, I know them quite well. I was in the same year.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Where have you been? Where are you you're traveling back to the orphanage now, or?
No. I left the orphanage a long time ago. Once I was able to stand on my own 2 feet, so it definitely helped me on my way. But right now, I work as a soldier, more of a mercenary, although I don't like that term really. It's protection for hire.
Okay, interesting. My friend told me a good couple stories from the orphanage. I'm an acolyte myself, but he mentioned a priest Palpatus.
Sure, of course.
Have you been in touch with him? Is he okay, or is he still there?
I haven't spoken with him in ages, not since I've left the orphanage. Honestly, I kind of left and didn't look back. I had good memories, but I really was needed to set out on my own.
Cool, very nice. And where have you been since? Where have you been? Just around, all over?
Traveling the world, traveling these roads, helping out different caravans. I'm quite good at hunting orcs. We see, as you saw last night, we see quite a number of raiders. How do you know these people, though? Are you from?
This crew? No, we met up back in.
No. The priest and.
No, I just from talking to my friend who I met. We met in Core. So we were talking to him. We became friendly a bit, and he mentioned that he owed a lot to Priest Palpatus. So the name stuck out to me.
Roll deception.
Reish has been in second
Very.
Deception is 12.
Okay. All right then. Well, if you ever need a reference and you're looking for work as a soldier, so as a hired protector, so name's Daryl Archidel.
What's?
Daryl Archidel.
Daryl Archidel. Okay.
Yep. One of the names you gave me.
Isn't that my name?
You made that name
Backstory.
I don't have my notes. I have to put all my notes on this computer.
Why you need papers?
Daryl, nice to. I think
Daryl what?
Archideld.
Dixon.
I think this. I think my friend mentioned you. I mean, it makes sense. You were, friendly back in your.
I had a bunch of friends, but I wasn't the most popular kid in the orphanage.
Something that this friend mentioned was some incident that occurred, where another student was killed in a trial. Were you there? Did you see that?
No. I mean, there's been plenty of times where students were hurt in trials and injured, but I don't remember anyone ever dying.
No, he mentioned something that seemed very a vicious attack during a trial.
I mean, there have been a lot of times where it's obvious. I mean, I'm sure if they've told you stories, I mean, these trials can get a little bit heated and intense.
Well,
But
of course, you're fighting to be the high nights, one of the holy knights. Of
I
course.
feel like that would have been big news, though, if someone had actually died. I don't know. I don't remember. I mean, I remember during my days, there were people that got injured, and there were people that got really hurt or got too into the battle, and it happens. But I don't think anyone died. At least not while I was there.
Okay. All right. Well, good to know. It's been very nice meeting you, and I'll be sure to send your regards to my to our mutual friend A.
Please don't. Okay, we're moving onwards. You guys, we're gonna basically be traveling. You're heading towards the next town on the map is.
We're gonna have that conversation. The conversation we're gonna have before the thing.
Let's talk
About
on
you
the
being
road.
ignored. We're talking on the road.
We'll talk on the road.
I get up and my backpack hovers next to me, like my height, and I whisper something and I start walking and it walks next to me.
Oh. It has little straps trailing on the ground with it like.
כן. אני לא יודע אם את ראית את זה או לא. כאילו, כי אני לחשתי משהו, אני לא יודע אם במקרה הסתכלת על ה...
They're on set. I
You
whispered
wanna
something,
roll,
so I don't know if you
want
saw.
to roll.
לא, like, תעשי
I don't
D4
need to.
ושיהיה חצי חצי.
I-
לא, לראות אם במקרה הסתכלת עליהם.
Oh, if I was looking at you at the time? Sure.
whatever. שיהיה
3-4
חצי חצי.
I was looking.
Sure.
3. My passive perception is 21 now.
I say, you read what I'm saying, and I go, okay, Danielle, let's go.
Aww.
Oh.
I
Grab your
try to see
backpack.
if I see anything, but it's totally invisible, right?
Yes.
Okay, but
It
now
is
I just
it is
assume that
unseen.
I know. So I just assume.
Miriam knows.
Yes. So I just assume that there's some magic trickery afoot, and something named Daniel is carrying his bag.
Daniel.
Yes,
Danielle.
Danielle, female.
Yeah.
No.
You guys are traveling straight to the town.
Daniel.
Reish walks over and puts his hand under the bag, waves like.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Tattoo. I'll Google it.
It's intangible.
Is it?
Yep.
I'm glad you
I don't
did it.
have the spell yet.
I'm glad you did it, but also gave us the answer. You're don't worry,
It's
you don't have
very
to look it
Reish.
up. You don't have to look it up.
Nothing else can touch it.
Stop snapping.
רק אני.
Right?
Okay.
I can't. אני לא קורא כזה.
Well, actually,
I can't read
not
that
to
fast.
attack. Fine, hold on.
We're walking.
Normally it's a day's travel.
We're gonna get ahead of the
to get to the
caravan.
town. You guys are traveling with the caravan. You're
No,
ahead
we're
of the
gonna
caravan?
get ahead of the caravan because if we go behind them, they're gonna be much slower than us, and we'll have to be stuck behind them the whole time. And that was my thought, at least.
The last one's
They're
in the
gonna get
campsite.
slower.
We'll have to
And we're supposed to
we'll
stay
have
away
camp
from
next to
people.
the toilet block. Thank you.
Are we stopping in the wood place? In
Gray,
Willowbrook?
Gray whatchamacallits?
Gray nomads.
Gray nomads.
Are we stopping in Willowbrook or are we gonna camp in the forest outside?
Well, consider.
Look at the
Do you know about
Pokemon.
Willowbrook? I asked
Oh,
them
no.
privately. You
Doesn't
guys
say
don't know.
anything about it.
Fine, we'll pass it. We'll see it.
Yeah, it has one hit point. It can
My
attack.
my
No, it can be. Sorry, it can be touched.
my plan, the Shadows plan, is that
No,
by
sorry, it
nightfall
can be.
we'll be hitting Willowbrook and we'll be
It's not
able to
intentional.
stay
I was wrong.
regardless. So
It says nothing on
It
the
says it
side.
has
As
a
long as
hit.
you're traveling
It
on
says
the
it has a
road.
hit point.
yes.
You're gonna end up
can be
hitting
hit.
Willowbrook
Oh.
towards sunset. Not exactly nightfall. You're coming in at the perfect time.
But it is
But,
invisible, so.
It
If there's
is-
anything specific that you guys
I
want to
guess I
do
would
during
touch it.
travel or that you're talking
Sorry,
about,
I did touch it. I would have touched it. It's not
Yeah,
intentional. I'm
it's-
sorry. I mean, I
You
was
touched
wrong.
the
There's,
button.
it's a person.
Press the
It's
button.
Danielle is.
It's invisible.
It's invisible.
but it's
They're
there.
invisible, but they're
Tangible.
Yes.
I may have accidentally knocked it over. It has a strength of 2.
What are you doing?
roll initiative.
Oh.
How does it like? Fine. The bag like, the like, sidesteps for a moment, like almost be knocked to the side.
I'm watching all this happen.
I'm looking at you.
wordlessly. I'm just interested.
Yes.
Can it talk?
No.
No, I'm asking
Brienne.
you.
But I'm like, it's neat.
And I keep walking.
Best response. It's neat.
And we walk.
With the raven and the dark tattoos all over.
Cheerfully, it's
Can't
neat.
I guess.
He can't even be depressed very well.
I'll draw that too.
So distractible.
So I guess once we start walking, and we're a little bit separated from everyone
Yeah.
else, I'll say, just to put aside any fears, I mostly have control when that happens, and I'm sorry that you saw that. I don't necessarily have control when it happens, but after it does happen, I'm typically in control. So you guys don't have
I have
anything to
no
worry
idea
about.
what you're talking about.
You didn't see the transformation last night,
I've seen you kill people before.
so then something you might have missed was I turned a bit into an orc while I was transforming.
I stop for a second and I have my tattoo cover my whole body and turn green. I'm like, and?
Not necessarily exactly that.
I don't really care what you look like. I don't necessarily trust you because all I do is see you lie to everybody. I think I've heard less truth out of you than I've ever than any other words. So, I mean, you haven't done anything directly to try to hurt me usually, but I don't really care what you look like.
What lies have you heard me going around saying?
So easily. Every time anybody's asked you any question, your instant reaction was to lie about it. You know, where you're from, what we're doing on the road when they came over to ask you. You're just like poorly lying. Yeah.
I thought we were all in agreement that we weren't necessarily going to be promoting and
Tell them,
announcing what
we're on the
Figure
run.
speech
There's a
does.
difference between saying, "Hey, we're on the run from the authorities," haha, and telling outright lies. There's a whole lot of gray space in between.
Shadow's up at the front and her ear twitches. She goes, I'm curious, how would you have answered the question? You're
Curious about
saying
too.
that there is a difference between outright telling them we're on the run and lying, but I would love to know how you would have answered the question.
We're on a walk.
We're just on a walk.
We're
We
on.
are.
With all these bags.
Are we not? What are we not?
This
We're
is
with all of
the
our
first time-
university notes.
This
We're
is
just
the
on a
first
walk.
time any of you have seen. Any of you have seen Shadow
Get angry.
not get angry as much as look like she might lose her patience.
Reish, in a
Is
place.
Shadow gonna
Mary,
rage?
that's lying
Brienne
Take
puts
a
her
rage.
hand on top
You know-
of Shadow's shoulder. Yes, he's.
No, I know. But this is different.
I want to see if I can do it.
Reish,
Yes, Shadow.
you know that if you told those people that we were on a walk, they would have looked around and seen no
Nothing.
farms nearby and no houses nearby.
Okay.
We were walking.
Yes.
We were not on a walk.
None of their business.
You go. They are protecting a caravan. It is their business to ask questions and to push. They would have killed you.
I would let him.
Why?
That's
because
a
they would
human
not have
privilege right
trusted
there.
you. They would
Yeah.
not have trusted you even more if you had said we were on a walk. Okay, I'm going to keep walking.
I'm going to push the rage that is bubbling up down.
Roll a d20.
I did.
Amazing.
I barely know.
I can't help how unwisdom this Reish is, okay?
Oh no, we know. We're just reacting.
I will say, granted, I have been lying a bit more to you than I should have. And when I say you, I'm looking at everyone else except Reish.
He's apologizing to everyone except Reish.
After a few
No, I'm
minutes-
mostly addressing Reish, but when
after like a small amount of time with
do you rage?
by,
Rage fight.
like
Raish's
and
rage
the
is just like-
silence builds up into
You know how when
like this-
Tinkerbell gets mad, her face turns red?
If
That's just
Reish
Raish's
rages,
rage.
he stamps his foot on the floor. I can see that being a thing.
After a few minutes, once
Just
the
a
silence
little
gets
Pouts.
tense
No one
enough,
understands me.
I'll like while walking, next to Shadow, I'll, over my shoulder, hey Reish. So you remember how I consulted you last night?
Yeah.
Do you have anything you consult others with?
What?
Never mind.
If anything I
Keep
can
on
consult
walking.
others with?
Do you have someone you consult when you have questions?
And I keep walking.
And Reish is just like, why would I
Is
do
that a thing? I stand by the what?
I'm just gonna plant that seed and walk away.
I just getting back. I do owe some truths to you all. I'm not from the Kalazar jungles, although I did spend a good couple of years there since I fled from Delanan. I grew up in Delanan, in the orphanage there. So when you asked if I had family, not any natural relatives that I know of, but I have family in a found family in the orphanage. So I was raised by the head priest of the orphanage, priest Adi Palpatus.
Wait, I need to write that down.
Sorry.
I
Somehow
beg your pardon?
Palpatine survived.
Raised by.
Right?
Priest Adi
That,
Palpatus.
that's
And
Priest
he's
Adi
the head,
Palpatus.
of
100%.
the head of the orphanage.
He's the yeah, and he runs a lot of the
One second, priest.
Pumplemus.
Palpatus.
Palpatine.
Priest what?
Priest
Palpatus?
Adi Palpatus.
ADI.
Yeah.
Adi Palpatus. Male name.
Yes. he led the orphanage. He was in charge of most of the Church of the Divine operations, or oversaw the Holy Nights. He rescued a lot of children and brought them to the orphanage there. And I was an acolyte there until I did the same kind of transformation that you saw for the first time, and I thought I killed my opponent, but upon talking to Daryl, turns out he may have survived it. And I don't know what condition they're in. Or covered it up. That is true. That's an option. I transformed. Was sure I maimed them to the point of death, but whether that we'll see what the case is there. But then I fled, and they were hunting me for a while. So I had to go from city to city until I ended up in the Kalasar jungles. So I am very reluctant now to return back to Delanon. It's been a while. I look a bit different than when I left, but if they're looking for me, and if Priest Adi sees me, he might recognize me for sure. He was basically a father to me, so I'm assuming he would recognize me.
You said you went to Lucidian?
So where?
Where you said you
The
went?
Kalasar.
Kalasar
Kalasar.
I mean, I've stopped by many cities on the way. It took me a while and many years, to finally get there, and then I spent many years in the Kalasar jungles. But it's been about 10 years since I left here.
And you still don't know what caused this?
I point to Shadow, much like Shadow, although she doesn't necessarily accept her chosenness. I was.
It's just a scar. Oh God. My goddess.
No fate.
She fell and she was over on the bench.
What's that one from?
John Wayne.
Oh, John Mulaney.
When Priest Eddie first found me, he pulled me out of the womb of an orc.
Dead orc, right?
Yeah,
Again, what?
you pulled me out of the womb of an orc.
The
Almost like
the-
a cow can break
Yeah,
a
Priest
donkey.
Excellent.
What'd you say? What is this?
I almost saw a cow get break a donkey.
What's a donkey?
Do we not have
Who
donkeys?
who was it? Adi?
Priest
Who,
Eddie.
who pulled you out?
It was they came across a band of orcs that were surrounding this pregnant one. After he and the Holy Knights slayed all of the rest of the orcs, they found me, perfectly human, covered in purple orc viscera. Yeah, and he brought me to the church. Regular human, grew up regular human. Everything was normal until my trial, where I basically felt that I was. Listen, I was. He told me I was chosen. He told me I was sent from the divine sovereign himself to right all the wrongs that the orcs do. That I'm here to fix all the errors of their existence and purify them from orc to humankind. And so when we were in our final trials to see who would become a holy knight, I was sure I was destined to win. It was my destiny to lead the holy knights and to purge all the orcs.
Did you know that was how they found you before this happened?
Yeah.
You knew that you were born of an orc woman.
I wouldn't necessarily say it that way, but I was
You were formed in an orc woman.
I was
Taken
divinely
out of an orc.
And you
woman.
were
Yes.
raised to believe that you were.
Somebody may have put him into an orc woman.
divine sovereign.
Whatever the church
Sir
told
Ross,
you
when
was
two people love
obviously
each
a
other
lie.
very much.
They go to the divine sovereign.
Listen, Mary! If you expect anyone to believe.
You want to be put in service, yes.
But during my final trial, my victory was stolen from me unjustly, and I felt that it was an unfair and horrifically unjust act, and that my rage got the better of me, and I immediately transformed for the first time, and I believe that I had maimed my opponent to the point of death, but we'll see if maybe not, maybe yes, and maybe they wiped that from everyone's memory, but I fled, and they were on my tail.
So I realize it's very traumatic to think that the chosen one and how this all happened to, but if it's any consolation,
I know.
No, go ahead.
Whatever
No,
you're
go
about
ahead,
to say, I'm
yes,
so excited.
console them, man.
No, go
I'm
ahead,
really good at
Reish.
consoling people. I was gonna get through it. But if it's any consolation, the church that was raising you telling lies, there's no faith, there's no promised one. Orcs aren't evil, people aren't good. You are what you do, and you are what you make of yourself.
How?
And magic
Now,
isn't real.
we all do. You do what you can do.
That was in character.
I
I was about to argue
actually-
them, and then when you said it, I'm like, and magic. That's
I actually
fair enough.
I do agree with Reish in this
Still.
instance.
Still.
You guys believe that the orcs aren't evil?
I don't believe that
Wait.
anyone is
some
inherently evil from birth.
How about before birth?
Maybe.
I think we need to have.
Not now, Reish.
Another time.
Reish, talk to us after class.
I think the orcs do many evil things. At least the orcs that we know of and we hear about. Beyond that, I can't tell you. I refuse to believe an entire people are evil just because somebody says so. I know what that's brought others in the past, and I'm not willing to believe that.
I have seen horrific things that the orcs have done. I've saw them torch villages. I've seen them.
I agree. Those orcs were committing evil acts. I agree with you. Unspeakable, terrible things. Those orcs are evil. But
And
I'm
so
not
we
going
need
to
to-
condemn orcs, perhaps halfway around the world, who may have done nothing.
If you were up against an orc,
If it was trying to kill me, I would try to kill him.
Would you give it a chance to try to kill you first?
I mean, he's probably going to be faster than me anyway, so he'd probably try to kill me first if that was what he was going to do anyway.
You're pretty fast.
Sometimes.
Just to set the record
No
straight.
orcs have tried to kill me.
Just to set the record straight.
Until last night.
Just because
Nope, none of them tried.
It's true, actually.
It's gonna be noisy for
That's on you.
Nothing bad has ever happened to
I'm
Reish.
making
He
a mental
falls
out
up.
of it. Reish is going to have pain.
Reish has not lost a single hit. He has never been attacked his whole life. Fallen up. His family doesn't look like it.
Not even.
Nothing has
not
ever
even
gone
a
wrong.
scratch.
The worst thing that's happened is he accidentally killed an orc.
You took some damage when you were playing with those bracelets.
No HP damage. No HP damage.
just to set the record straight though, just because I ran from the church, and I'm not trying to say this to be a stuck-up, cocky
You?
jerk. I am about. The rage is bubbling. I may not I may not be the chosen one to lead the Holy Knights and to be the right hand of the Divine Sovereign, but I do believe I have to believe that I was still chosen, and that that there's some better reason for me having been pulled out of the womb of
You
Nor.
have to believe that you have purpose.
Not just purpose, but a greater purpose. I think there's a difference. I think you need to believe that you have a greater purpose as well.
Do I believe that I have a greater purpose?
You were chosen. Maybe.
I think that my purpose is great because I chose it and it is my purpose. And I think that
Your machine is.
Acting
It's
up.
all okay. That's all I'm asking.
It was just spinning around real fast.
I will not walk through this world believing
Lord Craven. The head turns
that
like an
I am above everybody else because of some circumstance. I am just a person like everybody else around me.
But-
Everybody chooses a path. And whether or not they reach great heights depends on how they choose to live their life and not because of something they have no control over. You could choose to live a quiet life for forever, from now until the end of yours, away somewhere privately, and it would still be a great life.
I disagree. I did that. I went to the Kalazar jungles. I went to the ends of the earth.
But that wasn't the right choice for you. You were unhappy. Not
It was,
because of some sort of destiny. I mean, if you need to believe that, I can't stop you from believing that. That's your belief. But I don't think someone needs to have someone tell them that they are greater than everybody else in order to do great things.
maybe it's different when you're not a follower of
all the time.
the Church of the Divine and the Divine Sovereign. But if you're chosen, if you have a greater purpose, then you can try to run from it, but you can't. If the Divine Sovereign has a plan for you, then there's a plan for you.
Does that plan transfer to the next Divine Sovereign when he dies, just out of curiosity?
Can the Divine Sovereign die? It's
You know,
How old is
Sarvas,
the
That's a very good question. Roll a D100.
Do people know that previous divine sovereigns have died?
Yeah, and everyone's again.
But
Keep in mind that King Leonidas is very sick.
that's
no,
really
but
young.
it's
He's 21.
No.
21.
King Leonidas is in his early 70s, late 60s, early 70s.
fine, but when the king dies, there's still like the next inheritor of the title of Divine Sovereign
Yeah, it passes over.
right.
It's-
Is
yeah.
full, but is it in the religion? I'm
It's the
saying.
same plan.
Yeah.
Is it? There's no like.
Are they considered the same person?
Is it the same like spiritual
It's
being?
spirit,
It's not.
yeah.
It's not like
Yeah,
it's like a
spirit
spiritual
passes,
The
transfer.
yeah.
soul
Yeah.
passes.
Yeah.
Got it.
So the Divine Sovereign never dies.
So wait,
Just
the-
inhibits
the-
another body.
It's happened before.
The prince
obviously,
in
but
waiting
it's
is not divine.
What?
Not yet.
The prince in waiting
Divine
only becomes
Sovereign never
divine once
says
he
die.
becomes
He's
divine.
not the divine sovereign yet. He's the divine sovereign in waiting.
Right.
He's very anxious. He doesn't want to wait any longer.
The bag drops to the ground. Shit. It's been an hour.
I think let's take like a 5-10 minute break.
Yes.
In the game or in real life?
In the
Real
in
life.
real life.
Real life.
Short rest.
For realsies?
When we come back, I think we're gonna come back as we're coming up onto the
Alright.
town.
Willowbrook.
Okay.
Willowbrook.
Is there water?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can get more water. There's a little water here.
ממש התאפקתי לא להתערב בשיחה הזאת.
That was hilarious.
לברן יש
It was
הרבה
very
מה
hard
להגיד.
for him not to
Right?
I have more to say.
intervene in
but
this
that's my
conversation.
limit for now.
כן.
Yes.
That was fun.
I told everyone way more than I I planned on saying. I did not mean to drop the name Salune earlier, and I was like, oh shit, I was not paying
I
attention.
was a little surprised.
So I told Jimmy I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3 and Saloon
that's
is
it,
in
you
the...
know,
I thought it was
Saloon.
pronounced Saloon. It's not pronounced
Because
Saloon.
Baldur's
Saloon,
Gate, Salune.
I also thought it was Saloon.
You've done.
If you look it online, it says Salune.
In the game they say Saloon.
They say Saloon?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
it depends what actually
Yeah,
gets
well,
wrong.
I don't know. If it's only 5 minutes, it's not worth
If
it
you
trying
look
to
on
match
the
up
wiki, it says
the.
Salune.
Also, we can edit it out. So.
And
Edit this out.
In that
says
case, I want to
Salune
put
also.
on different music.
Because once I match up the audio, I don't want to have to rematch it up again. So keep it right. Are you keeping your audio going? Okay, fine.
Stop it.
Yeah, fine. No, okay.
Is it
cool.
able to find the mushrooms
we'll
or
just
something,
cut
by
it
the way?
out.
Yeah, because once we match up the
Bubbles
audio,
out.
it's easier just to keep it matched up and then.
Yeah, and then cut it out.
Nothing
Yeah,
else.
exactly.
Uh-huh.
A little
100%.
water for everyone.
Thank you. Max, do you
Roll
have
a
any
D6.
snacks that crunch?
I'll get.
Okay.
exactly what I was thinking. Yes.
Yes. You did not find any mushrooms.
Okay.
Can I look for mushrooms?
Yes. Roll a d6.
D6. Does that mean I find mushrooms? That's a 6.
You find mushrooms.
Do they have red spots?
I'm so happy that you kept track of the importance of the soccer. I totally forgot about that.
They do not have red spots.
Yay!
They're not poisoned.
They're not poison.
We finally found mushrooms. And nobody was there to appreciate it.
We both look at it at the same time. We're like,
I'm really sad, by the way. Aubrey, I was hoping that she was going to roll a 3, and she was still going to find mushrooms.
I know.
If it had been a 1, she would have found mushrooms.
I feel like we both see it at the same time. We're both going towards it, and we're both like, I call dibs. I call dibs. That's mine. Crunch. Crunch time.
Oy.
Is this water?
It was.
Oh, a Jewish Hulk.
Well.
Oh.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, look.
Jewish.
Limbo.
These are.
These are? You said these are black.
These are cool. No, my knees.
That was fun. That was good. Yeah, I like this the teaching angle. That's
Do what?
the teaching angle.
I'm so hungry,
You're very good at
guys.
playing. You're very good at playing
I
Reish.
did not have dinner.
Damn it! That's what
Nice.
Stop skipping dinner on D&D night.
I skip dinner every
You said
night.
the same thing
I
last
have
time.
keto. I'm on
Dungeons
keto.
and dinner.
So I like can't eat anything.
Stop
What?
skipping.
I can't have lentils.
Dungeons
You
and
can have
Dragons
some.
and
I can't
dinner.
have carbs. I can't have lentil soup. Can't have fruit. No carbs.
Figure out an excellent way
Nothing.
to
I'll eat when I get
Reish out
home.
of his stupid.
I brought 2
Oh,
cheese
no,
sticks. I ate them
I want to
already.
be depressed for a day, but everything
I
you
can't
do
have
is so
fruit.
interesting.
Oh my god, there's Oreos.
It's okay. I'm good.
What?
That's why there are all these snacks here, and I'm like, I want to crunch something, and I
Okay.
can't.
That's
Fine.
what you're doing is the secret to acting. What you're doing is reacting. אז היה לך רעיון מה אתה הולך לעשות, but I did something and you're...
You're not getting translations for that one.
I'm like,
Well, we're gonna be viewing.
Yeah,
it.
I know.
Yes,
Oh, great.
Oh,
Great.
that was good prompt. Really good prompt. Reish is such an idiot.
I have so many
I love
suspicions.
I have nothing. I have no secrets.
The world.
Reish has no secrets.
Reish has
Because
no
he tells
secrets.
them all.
Yeah.
Oh,
Reish,
I
Reish
love
can't,
suspicions.
Reish can't hold on to a secret for more than 5 minutes. Absolutely not. If you want him to stay secret, do not tell Reish and let him find it out.
So how many carbs are in wasabi peas?
I think you're 13-ish.
For 100 grams?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but you don't. They're small.
But they're very, very,
They're not great to eat a bowl of. No.
no.
But having 10-ish, whatever. Ooh.
More than you thought.
Avery, why do you have a Playmobil right there?
In case I need it.
To play Rage.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Ooh, it's 17. That's
Speaking of which, I really want to make like Lego figurines of all our people.
No.
Oh my
no
God.
WPs.
Thanks for telling me I could eat them.
I thought
That's fine, I
they
barely
were-
ate anything today.
Like, Shimmy, can I come over and raid
My
your
bad.
Lego collection?
They're much worse
And
than I
just
thought
make
they
all the
were.
characters?
You're better off raiding.
Read Max's Lego
collection.
I
collection.
know, but Shimmy has all these diverse characters with all different hairs and stuff.
See, I figured
I only care about the hair.
this could be me and this could be Ula.
Do you realize what I was doing the whole time at Icon when I was waiting for commissions? I was looking at the hair.
Of all the Lego pieces?
Yeah, who would have which hair? And I found honest hair. I'm like, that's Hildy.
Alright.
Can we make little Lego characters of us?
That's what I wanted to do.
Oh, you have any Lego people? Can I get my?
You can
Not
also,
right now.
You can also 3D print.
So I was gonna say,
Good,
if you guys wanted me to 3D print your characters, just send me your.
I do. I just
character
I did
files.
not like
Oh my
the
God, I
options
have-
for Tabaxi and Hereford.
There's you can find stuff online. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to make a file for you.
No, you can either do on
You can
Hereford.
create one online and then you
What's
buy
the
the
other
file
one?
for
These
like
are all
I can make one
$5,
for you if you want.
$5
There's
and you give it
Oh,
to
the
Max.
one
I'll make one for
She's
you.
really good at it.
I can make one for you.
on my blank on it. It's
Yes,
Hereford
please.
and then
Happy to pay for it.
What other
That's
one is
fine.
there? Yeah, not
There's another
Hereford.
one.
This is fun.
And you find it, let me know.
I make
Put it in the
one-
comments.
Just doodling as much race as you
Eldritch
like.
Foundry.
Eldritch Foundry.
What?
Forget the comments.
Is there a race attempting to be sad? No.
What is this?
We're getting live
Share the wealth,
illustrations
share the
of our
wealth.
adventures. This is amazing.
Oh no.
What is that?
Amazing.
He's doing a surprise Pikachu face.
So
What?
damn good, Nava.
Thank you.
All right.
She
No,
needs to look a little angrier. Just a little bit, like a.
What was that? What's the deal with the invisible bag thing?
Unseen sword.
Unseen servant.
Oh,
I
okay.
can do random little chores and things.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Nice.
It's like an upgraded version of the.
Much better.
of the Agent.
Yes, yes.
Here.
Here, you're
And
on.
I can ritual cast.
I
it,
made
which is
Nava.
great, but
I made
it's
Nava
still
update your
only-
expression.
Where? Oh, here. Yes. Definitely. Yes.
What
Thank
happened?
you.
What is it? Nice. It's the
Accurate
background
resource.
would be-
In the unseen servant picture,
You know,
Brienne's expression has
Tell.
been updated.
we're not playing we're not starting the game exactly yet. Do you have like more judging to do?
She was just like, huh? Before and I was like,
Can you do it quickly now, or is it fine? So finish up
What?
and.
Cool.
And welcome back to the 5 stages of grief.
Well, we're waiting until Hal finishes judging things.
Oh. Okay.
That's when you're
Are you
done.
guys
Oh,
recording?
yeah,
Oh, sorry.
that's okay.
I didn't realize that.
It is
You're on,
what
I
it
have
is.
this
It's
image.
Thursday night.
I have this image of
It's
Brienne.
Thursday night. Sorry, what?
Oh,
I
that's
work
good.
Friday.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Have you
Yeah,
used
yeah. I'm
Eldritch
just do the
Foundry
onions
before?
and I'm done.
No, it's.
I have this image for Yaron's mask where it has
There's
like a
also
headband
there's
attached.
these two websites where you can
They're
make your
actually-
own.
I think
Then you
one's
have to
like
pay
the
for you
mask
have to
from
pay
the
for the
mask.
file.
Yeah.
Then if you give me the file, I can
so
print it for you.
when Brienne puts
can
the
have
mask on,
MVPs.
she like pushes her hair back, and then when
Wow.
she takes the
Actually,
mask
like,
off, her hair falls in her
You
face.
can do
so you
that.
can't see
By the
it.
way, you can do that in Heroforge also.
Alright.
Can
Yeah.
publish on our website. And you
The first
can
time
have
he saw it.
replacements. You can have like a
Like a
crossbow
weapon.
hand. What?
Well,
This isn't
yeah,
Heroforge, right? What is
our
this?
This is
have
Ultratron.
crossbow hands.
What?
What?
Eldritch
Our
Foundry.
crossbow hands.
Eldritch Foundry.
There's
Eldritch
chainsaws
Foundry.
here.
Nice.
Just saying.
It's the Israeli one.
Oh.
Should be. Yeah.
Support our
Supporting that-
troops, yeah.
Supporting that on purpose now.
Let's see
Video.
this.
Video kaka.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I
Oh,
love.
oh wait. Oh, you do personalize it. Yay.
So you can personalize your own, or if you go on like websites like Tinkercad, or there's a few other I can send out links. You can just do a search for people who pre-made ones, and then you can just give me that, and I can print that.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'll send you guys links for either making one yourself or.
Super psyched.
Critical Role uses this. I'm sorry.
Oh really? Eldritch Foundry?
That's what it said at the bottom. It was like as seen on Critical Role.
Yeah, they were sponsors for a
used
bit.
it.
Yes. Excellent. Ooh. I love that it goes right to left. Like it goes in Israeli directions.
No.
One more when I'm
Okay, let us know. And
What are you making, Tal?
Tell.
Well,
What are you making?
terrible.
Yeah.
I'll have to cut that out.
Oh, we're still on break.
Yeah, right.
We're on break.
Eldritch Foundry. What was the other one? What's the other one? Hero Forge.
Last one and I'll be quiet.
Okay.
How dare?
Do not be quiet.
Roll for insight.
So go ahead.
Excuse me.
Thanks,
So
Tal.
much
Yeah.
May I see the drawings again?
Yes.
It'll help me.
Oh, yeah. You're facing your.
I was gonna say before, I had this image of her mask where it attaches at the top of her head
Yeah.
and at the back of her head. So when she puts it on, she like pushes her hair back with it, and when she takes it off, her hair falls in front of her face.
Oh, cool. I like that.
Is it not a hat of disguise? Or is it-
Lo levanté.
It's so it, like when it's
Sorry,
on,
I'll draw a
when
thing.
she puts the mask up, it pushes her all of her hair back.
Okay.
But then when she pulls the mask down, the hair falls back over the face.
Oh. I think I
Here,
got it.
like that. That's the side view.
Here. So that's the mask and that's the
Nobody
straps.
knows that
Hero,
was
go.
when it's activated.
Tell me when you're done recording.
No, it's
Yes.
disguises
That we're gonna be
me.
doing it recording
Oh,
until.
For a long time?
I was
Can I
picturing,
have a
I was
sync?
picturing
Yeah.
it more
Sync is
like the
okay?
mask
Alright.
Don't worry about it.
in the mask.
Do what you gotta do, Tom. It's fine.
Because it's described as
I've
wooden.
seen it.
The blender is just
Alright.
really loud. Everything else is
Now I
fine.
know.
No?
Good.
It's based on that? It is?
design דומה, לא הייתי אומר מה.
Design is the same.
When you
Something about
described
it.
it,
Middle
when you
thing.
described it, that's what.
Loki's mask.
Yeah,
So yes, but less metal.
this one.
Yes,
But
but
without the
less
metal.
metal.
Okay. 'cause you
And
just-
more. This one is
That's
more
the mask?
nature look,
Yeah.
right?
And this
Think
yours is
more like
constructed.
polished, and with all the arcane symbols, so very like high end. יותר כאילו.
Yeah. So we're talking about that was kind of based off ish, or the Loki mask, stuff like that.
So you can't see the mask when she has it on.
Yeah, you can't see the mask when she has it on,
Okay, that's cool.
but it looks kind of like this more.
Have we seen Brienne's actual
Sure.
face?
No one.
No,
Okay.
no one has ever.
That's why I want.
Yes.
That's why I want to put her hair like falling in
It's
front
a,
of her face.
it's
so
a
you
head of
can't see it.
disguise, though, right?
It's yes, like but basically yeah.
It's a different form factor.
It's a mask of disguise.
Yeah, right.
It's the same.
But that one lets you cast it at will, not like once every few hours.
Are we good to go?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Oh, we're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome back. All right. So as you come up on Willowbrook,
Yay!
Willowbrook is situated right off of the road. It's there's a leading road that you have to get into the exit lane to get off at Willowbrook.
This exit
but
or
it's a
next
very
exit?
very
missed it.
picturesque town. It's a nice little stopping place. It's not very big. It's not even big enough to be noticed on our map.
Is there a library?
Is
it
there a
or is it
library?
not?
There.
Who knows?
I mean, you'll have to ask around. There's nothing jumps out at you right away.
No big library sign or something.
You do see what clearly is the inn. What must be the inn is one of the only buildings that's large enough to accommodate guests.
What's it called?
The five-headed something.
The two-headed horse. No, it's
The one-headed.
It's a chain.
Just bear.
Just a bear?
Surely you mean armadillo bear.
No, just a bear.
Or Bosco.
This place is weird.
Let's generate a name.
Love
Totally
Bosco.
right now.
We'll want some love.
The Whispering Oak Inn.
The whispering. Ooh.
I love
And
it.
sauna.
And sauna.
Okay.
You hear. I mean, you're coming in before the sun hasn't gone down yet. You've got, we'll say, 2 hours before it's really gonna be nightfall. What do you guys want to do?
I'm going to go and look for Evelyn Meadows.
I'm gonna ask to see if there's a library.
Okay, so you're going up to
I'm
the
going
end.
to find.
Are you all staying together?
Are we? I would suggest that we stay here for the night. We have a long way to travel, and most nights I imagine we'll be sleeping on rough terrain on the ground. I would not want to miss this opportunity.
Are
to
there any
sleep in a
job
bed.
boards? Awesome.
I mean, you haven't out in the open, no, but
I got a tip about the innkeeper here. I'm going to go inside and get us some rooms.
okay.
I'll go inside and I'll go up to, I guess, the bar.
Mm-hmm.
And
Is there
someone standing there?
There's a large, muscly guy, bald, just standing behind, cleaning out mugs.
Okay, sure.
I was gonna ask, is there music playing inside?
Yes. It's not anything really impressive, but they have their own little in-house bar that do entertainment.
Are we all going inside?
I was going to go inside and get us rooms for the night. Do we want to go inside and have dinner now, or do we want to look around town? I have something I would like to do while we're here.
Well, if we're not all going inside, I'm just gonna go stand by the window or just get as close to the music as I can and just like press my ear against the wall.
Understood. Sorry.
Hello. I am looking for Evelyn Meadows.
He doesn't even reply to you. He just turns around and goes, "Evelyn, someone's looking for you."
Who's that?
Probably snacks.
Evelyn walks out, very, very
Shovel?
disheveled is a really, really good word.
No, I said
yes.
shoveled.
Shoveled?
No, you don't
Yeah.
have shovel. That was disheveled.
She was disheveled. She was out back. You could see that she's like drying off her hands. She was doing some work in the back.
Okay.
The fly is so annoying.
She snatches out and grabs the food. Yes, how can I help you?
Yeah, I got that there. He's
Hi. I was told to look for you about rooms for the night. A lovely man named Quincy told me to find you. We helped them with a bit
Quincy,
of
I
trouble
haven't
last
seen
night.
him in a while. How's he doing?
Well, he's good now. We
Almost dead.
were lucky enough to come upon his caravan as they were being attacked by orcs, and were able to help rid them of the trouble.
Oh,
So he should be along sometime later today with the caravan, but they're healthy and they're coming.
oh, that's good to know.
Yes.
Well, then she turns to the back room and says, "Set some rooms for Quincy. He's coming with his caravan."
But I am also here with some companions, and I would also appreciate 2 rooms if you have them available. Quincy said you might be able to give us a good price.
All right. Well, if
Because we
you're
saved his life.
I thought Quincy said he put it on his tab.
roll
You're
persuasion.
not there.
We're all
You're
I
not
thought-
there.
I thought we all did.
Roll persuasion.
With advantage?
Sure.
Reish gives you a side eye.
I'm not there.
Are we even inside? We're outside.
I thought we all went in. Okay.
Did we all go in?
No.
No.
Reish
I
gives you a
went in.
side eye no matter
Shadow
why.
went
with no prior.
Reish has a feeling.
I rolled the
God.
same thing on both of them.
2 8s.
I rolled a 10 total.
All right.
I rolled 2 8s.
We got
I'm an 8!
I'm an A again.
We got some nice rooms we could give you. Normally they'd be going. We could give them to you 5 silver pieces a night.
Total.
How, that for each room.
For each room.
Yeah.
I want to look around. Does this place look like the room should cost 5 silver pieces a night?
That
This is a hole in the wall town on the side of the road.
so 5 silver pieces is typically for, you would expect that for like a really like not an amazing room, but they're giving you a free upgrade, so you're getting comfortable rooms. It's a nice deal.
An upgrade? This place
Yeah.
has upgrades?
Sorry, 5 silver pieces for the room.
For each room?
Yeah.
Okay, and that is not a lot?
No.
So I'm guessing that it, like I look around and it's like, okay, that
Not
checks out.
according to my nifty.
So a gold for the night for 2 rooms is what you were telling me?
You're used to cheaper accommodations.
That's
Let's
correct.
do a girls' room and a
Alright.
boys' room.
Well, obviously, we'll give you a really good breakfast as well. If
Does
you're,
it include dinner as well?
well, if you're
Full
dinner-
board.
Not drinks,
Full board.
just dinner.
I think we could arrange that for you.
Excellent. We're 5.
Okay. Takes a look at.
They're outside.
You're here
I'm
alone?
here alone.
Is everyone like you?
Ah, no. I'm the specialist.
All right. Well, I don't mean. I hope
My incisors are like gleaming sharply as I smile.
I hope this doesn't come off as rude because I wouldn't want to offend, but
Of course, yes.
we just. I'm not quite sure how to say this, but we're. Is it going to be difficult to clean the rooms afterwards? I mean, do you do does the fur come? I'm sorry. I've never seen something like you before.
Oh!
Do you keep clean or do you litter?
Are you sure we're not in there with you?
Look, you gotta give them some credit. They're trying. You gotta give them credit.
It's gonna be hard
Again,
to sleep in the burnt
I'm
down
sorry.
cabin.
I mean no disrespect. It's,
Ma'am, I assure you, the room will be as clean in the morning as if anybody else slept in it.
That's not right there. Museum service.
all right then.
Oh, so you haven't taken me into account.
Happy to have you here.
This is my morning ritual.
She can't tell because there's a lot of fur, but Shadow is clenching her jaw very, very strongly. Thank you. I appreciate your hospitality and kindness. And I just turn away. I don't even let her finish saying anything. We'll be along later. I got our rooms. It's a nice place. I have some business to attend to while we're here. I am going to need a bit of time if that's all right with everybody. But feel free to go inside. The reservation is on my name. It includes dinner and breakfast. I took care of the cost, no worries.
No, we can pay you back. How much was it?
No need.
I
I'm
don't
good.
need a room.
And I'm just gonna walk away and find somewhere else to ask about the person I'm looking for and not in the inn.
Okay.
I'm gonna go look for a shop or
Are you looking for any shop in particular,
no,
or
I'm
just
just
anything
looking
that
for
catches your eye?
anyone, any place in a market, maybe a marketplace somewhere there would be a large group of people who I could maybe ask where if they know someone who lives in the area.
All right. You see, not far from the inn, there's a general store,
Okay.
and it's got a big sign above it that says "General Store."
Is there also a specific...
General store.
I already did that last time.
Oh, you did? Oh, missed it.
I missed that. What?
I asked if there was also a specific store.
You also get you.
By the way, as I walked away, if anyone noticed, a lot of my fur seemed to be a little more ruffled.
All right.
A little bit on
Your
edge.
haunches were up. Your
A little bit on
What do you
edge.
gotta say?
My ears were like tipped forward also. My earrings were dangling.
You also smell. There's a smell of a bakery, but not something that you see. But you could probably find your way to it.
Do you have money?
Do you
I
have
have a
money?
single-
I have money.
don't have any.
I have a single
How do you not have
gold
You
money?
piece.
should have your starting money.
Did we? Oh, hang on. So
I have a ton of money. What are you talking about?
You have a ton of money.
Yeah.
How much?
I have
I
25
have
gold.
70 gold pieces.
I have 70 gold pieces.
I got 25.
Were we supposed to
I
start
have
with money?
one.
Yes.
You
You
have a
have
ton
one
of
gold.
money.
I have one.
Yes.
Not.
That was your starting
All
gold?
money.
Yeah.
Wow.
I probably just picked it up on the
Some
side of the
people-
road.
don't
I have no
forget,
idea
some
what it
people
is.
use money on,
Other things.
on other things.
You're saying this
Oh,
is
money.
currency?
Yeah.
I have 4 gold.
You
use that
trade with these?
Don't lose that. Don't just give it away. That's good money there.
I walk into the general store
I can't
Is that all you have?
swallow
Okay.
this.
prepared this
They
time.
do sometimes, they
because
shouldn't.
I'm now assuming that this town is worse
am I,
than usual
Wait,
with
you
racist
went alone,
assholes.
right?
What?
You went along.
Why? That's not a trick. That's easily.
In the meantime, I would have also gone up to ask for more books.
You
Should
walk
we
in,
go in?
and immediately there's a woman there who looks at you and goes, "Bless my eyes! It says that if that's not a wonderful sight for sore eyes. I haven't seen one of your kind in a long time."
Oh. You have met other Tabaxi?
Well, of course, we trade from the tobacco. I'm sure you know this. I mean, some of our best tobacco comes from.
Tobacco.
Do you have
Oh.
you have Ilamista tobacco?
I wouldn't think myself a proper store without something as fine.
It does
as
say
that.
general at the end.
I'm running low. You are a blessing be upon you and your whole family. How much is it? How much is the tobacco? How much is it for? How much tobacco would I buy? What, buy what? 5 grams of it?
Tobacco.
Tobacco.
Tobacco?
How much would it be for a packet for 5 packets of
Whoa.
Ilamista tobacco?
Ilamista?
Ilamista.
So quickly distracted from the religious
Yes.
3 gold pieces.
3 gold pieces.
Yep. But I mean, this is some normal.
Excuse me. You do not have to argue with me about the value of this.
Oh,
I take out 3 gold pieces
What I was
and I give it
what
to
I was
her.
going to say is that normally we sell it at 5 gold pieces because of its quality, but I could never charge that much to one of the tabaxi, and obviously you could have this for 3 gold pieces.
Please tell me your name, madam.
That's the one.
My name? I have a name.
I have a name.
And it's a man's name too.
It's Generale Storale.
Yeah.
The name's Elias. Elia.
That's very different.
Alias? Wait, her name is Alias?
Pardon?
Just call me Ellie.
Mushu.
L-A-S.
Okay. Ellie. It's a woman, right?
Yep.
What's your last name?
She doesn't give it to me.
L-E-S
Elias.
dot.
And
Last name starts with
Ellie.
S. L-E-S.
You make sure to come back to
Ellie?
us if you need anything else.
oh, you can rest assured I will. I bought five packets of tobacco.
Tobacco.
You know that it is very rare to find this tobacco this far north, much less in a small town. like
Ila.
This one. Ilamista. ISLAMIZTA.
What your
Well, we
Say
pride
that one more
ourselves on
time.
bringing from
ISLA Ilamista. MIZTA.
all 4 corners of the kingdom. We try to bring it as much as we can, and we see a lot of travelers pass through here.
You are on the main road, I understand. That does make sense. This is fine quality tobacco. Do you smoke?
Oh, I don't. No.
Okay. Well, if you ever decide to try, this is what I will try with. I'm just letting you know. I was wondering, I'm looking for a woman who I was given to understand lives here in town. Her name is Lyra. Would you happen to know this woman?
Lyra, sure, of course.
Okay.
She owns the bookshop right around the corner, not far from here.
A woman of discerning taste.
You say books.
Eh,
Pops up.
I must thank you.
Don't
Lizzie.
tell
This-
Reish.
Reish is probably already in the
It was
bookstore.
incredibly lovely meeting you.
While this
Sniff
whole
it out.
conversation
This
is
was a very
tobacco
healing
things have
experience
happened.
for me. I
That is
had
actually probably where Reish
a bit of
is.
an uncomfortable conversation at the end, but it's fine.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hope no one put you off. We're kind people here, but
I
they
know.
tend to be very.
I know.
Abrupt.
I travel enough that I'm used to it, but still, this was very nice. Thank you very much. Que la luna te cuide, I tell her.
Hold on.
And I'm gonna-
Already.
May
Back
the
out of
moon
the-
drink tequila.
That's right. And I'm gonna
Immediate,
bow to
that's
her,
right.
I'm gonna exit. I'm adding 5 packets of tobacco to my whatchamacallit. I'm gonna head towards the bookshop.
Immediately as Shadow leaves the general store, Brienne will take the opportunity after she leaves and
We'll turn to Reish. So you need some paper?
Whatever papers you have that, I have notes. What do you mean? When do I need paper?
I'm going to the general store. Do you want to come with me?
Oh. Yeah, I have paper. Sure.
You know what? Never mind. It was a bad idea. No, I'm too late. No,
Sorry.
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't feel
I
perfect.
feel like I would. Man,
It's fine.
We don't know what we did.
Is it just me and Servus at the inn?
Then we don't know what we did.
I would look for a church.
Okay. So
I
Cricket's
walk
gonna go
I kind of
into
want to check out
the,
if
into
there's
the
other
inn.
libraries, but yeah.
Cricket's
you know
gonna
what?
kind of
Sure.
break her way inside the inn.
No,
Just kind of stand at
alright.
the door for a second, like look around and kind of start making her way towards the music.
Do you have a hood up or
Yes.
you?
Yes.
Okay.
And we're walking to the general store.
Trying to decide if we want to be alone or not, or looking for books or not. But,
Before we do that,
yeah.
as you're going up towards the music, so what's her name? I'm sorry, I just blanked. Evelyn shouts out to you, says, excuse me, do you need something to? Do you want something to drink or something to eat?" And as you turn, she goes, "Oh dear Lord,
Oh my God, this woman.
you." Oh, okay. And she just turns around and goes back into the kitchen.
You're a click.
Alright. I don't even make an effort to pull my hood further up over my face, I just keep walking towards the music. Which has somehow disappeared. I'm gonna get as close as I can and just kind of sit there and just take deep breaths and listen to it. Just let it fill my head.
Okay. Say a violin. Someone's just sitting there with something. Violin-esque.
Fiddle.
Fiddle. Okay.
Violin-esque. A fiddle is
A fiddle.
the word you're looking for.
You can-
Fiddling around with a violin-esque instrument.
A lie?
Ruffles.
Yes. And very, very engrossed in their music. And just playing.
I'm just gonna close my
It
eyes.
sounds very similar to what's playing
Yeah.
there.
I'm just gonna close my eyes, like block out all my other senses, just let the music fill my head.
Okay.
And that's it.
I'll have looked for a church if there is one, or a shrine or someplace to just.
Are you asking around or you're just walking aimlessly trying to find it?
I'll look around. I'll walk around aimlessly, like in the beginning, just to see if
Okay.
I would assume that it's you know, not the most hidden away type of thing, but if I can't find it after like 20 minutes, I'll start to ask the occasional individual if I see anyone with amulets or some demarcation of worshiper.
So you don't know. Roll
A die.
investigation.
Yes.
Not too shabby. I rolled a 17 plus 17.
So there's no. You look around. There's no official place for the Church of the Divine, but you do see someone who looks religious, like ish. Not exactly a priest, but this,
Religious.
but enough that it piques your curiosity.
So I'll go up to them. Hi there, brother. Are you? Is there a place around that I could pay my tribute and worship to the Divine Sovereign?
Oh, sure, yeah, but you're gonna have to go a few days travel that way to find it. We don't. There's not much here. We're just common folk here.
Even common folk need to have some kind of connection to the church and.
We do, and he like gives a sign that's the equivalent of crossing himself.
Okay.
But there's not much here that we're not large enough of a town to really have a presence for the of the strictest way of speaking for the Church of the Divine, but many times people pass through here. We see priests often, and I'm sure I'm sure if you stayed here a few days, you'd find someone would pass through that could help you with that.
Well, how often do you get to travel? How often do you and those that are looking to worship? How often do you get to travel down to for a few days down to Delanon or wherever the nearest?
Well, those that feel it's a bit of a pilgrimage. I mean, I myself, I make it a point to go at least 4 or 5 times a year, but I'm one of the more devout.
4 or 5 times a year?
Where did you say you were from?
I'm from the Kalazar jungles, but I'm been an acolyte in a couple of churches in the area. Are there those that would be interested in the service?
men for a minute.
Sure.
10 men for a minute.
No one would be averse to the idea of service, but I don't know.
Every time.
I mean, aside
Why
from
are you
from the periodical holidays.
Are you okay? Max.
You're broken. Congratulations.
Okay, yes.
You're now too worried.
I did. It's
You
your
did.
fault.
Your name can go wrong in so many ways. I don't know.
If you're looking
No one's even
for
realized
someone
the worst.
to break bread with, and give thanks to the Divine Sovereign, I'd be happy to invite you
Just
into my
cut
house.
that.
But we're very humble, humble people here in this town. There's not really much to offer.
Could we, if you're interested, or if you think that others would be interested, should we hold a session or hold an evening of prayer together?
I wouldn't want to speak on other people's behalfs. I'm sorry. I have some business in town, and I apologize. I'm gonna
I
have
will
to.
Can I insight check him in all of this?
Sure.
Yes, that's correct. You will.
16.
I will not do that to Max. Willingly.
Would you do it to survive?
Nah,
He
Reish
got-
would.
He doesn't strike you as a real firm believer of the Divine Sovereign.
As he, I'm sorry for keeping you so long. I'm sure that the times that you go to worship are very meaningful for you, and hopefully the Divine Sovereign, looks upon you and your family favorably and answers your prayers. It wouldn't hurt to go a few more times, and he could, connect a bit more to have more of your prayers answered more effectively.
I thank you, sir, and peace be
For
with
all,
you.
and I'll give him, but for the efforts you go through, for the privilege you go on, for you said you go 5 times a year, so I'll give him 5 silver for his 5 times he travels.
You said 4 or 5.
Mr. Moneybags.
Let's be honest. It's probably 4.
I'll give him.
It's
I'll give
three
him.
at
I'll give him the
best.
5.
I mean, I could go
Do
a
you go to
little
Minion
more
every day?
often.
Yeah.
There only are 3
This year.
festivals to go for.
I'll give him another 5 to top it off to a gold. So probably make another 5, an additional 5, journeys and.
Serve us doing Kirov here in the town of.
The Rebbe of giving out dollar bills.
Is it even real faith if you have to pay for it?
Listen, what were they called?
Horse?
No.
What?
Pardon.
I'm thinking of Catholicism.
That's
You pay for it.
Yes,
so
but
I'll give him
there was a word
I'll
for it.
write out the gold. I'll give him the
Absolution.
But what's your name again, my friend? You don't have to give me his name.
Marius.
Marius. Okay.
Ready with that one.
Very nice.
Where have I heard that name before?
All right.
Marius, it's nice to meet you, and I look forward to hearing, of your the
They were called
success of your
indulgences.
prayers being answered next we meet.
To you as well. All right, coming around. Who's next?
We'll
You guys are going into the general
Okay.
store.
go to the store.
Ray should come with his response to the essence. I was like, well, I don't usually I'm not really flush with cash or more paper now. I was just gonna look
That's
for
fine.
the
That's fine.
look
Listen,
for the
I-
bookstore.
honestly,
and
I
changed all the tattoos back into
I
all the
just
words.
I asked you to come with me because I needed some help. Usually when people look at me, they tend to try and take advantage of me because of the way I look and dress.
How do you look and dress?
Trust me. Can you just help me ask for some paper? A replenishment of my medicine
Look like a
kit.
poor farm boy and ask for things.
I'll listen. I'll make it worth your while. Don't worry.
Oh, you don't need to pay for it.
I am paying for my stuff. Damn sure, but for the for your assistance as well.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, and please ask if they have a weaver's kit as well.
A weaver's kit.
Yes, I want
I can
to get more practice.
I can make you one.
That would be lovely. Thank you.
Like any kind of tools you want, I can probably make them.
Okay.
Just describe them and I can get it going. But I'll ask if they have one anyways.
I'll look around and just grab a small bag and hand it to you. And it has like, let's say, for the so
I reconfigure the tattoo into a shopping list.
Oh.
amazing,
Okay.
amazing.
Doesn't that hurt for a shopping list?
It doesn't hurt.
To make you wait, how do you just
It's
change?
mind over matter.
He just tells it to move.
Science.
As an action, I can
you can
reconfigure
change
all
what
the
it looks like?
I can change all my pixels.
Okay,
I am an LED display.
outstanding.
Ray should have LEDs in his room.
Oh my
You have it
god.
just like do
That
like
sounds
ripple
like
effects
the
and like
right
just like be like
Right.
moving body art.
Teenage boy.
That's right. I can definitely do color. If I was in the mood, there would be colorful waves going on.
Ray should be a YouTuber.
Oh my god, I would hate him so much.
You'll join the rest of the fun.
You would do unboxing videos.
God damn it, Reish.
Make sure to drop kick that
When
subscribe
you say
button.
when you say "God damn it" about your own character in that tone of voice, you know you've arrived.
Put my hand in the bag. I pull some coins, and I go, okay, so that's 1 gold should be enough for enough paper for both of us. 10 more should be enough for both the healer's kit and weaver's kit.
Reish's eyes pop a little.
You're just like,
If you find anything
That's a hell of a
more,
lot of money.
if you find anything more interesting
Here's
inside,
100 gold just
I
for
had
funsies.
4 more gold. So that's 15. And for helping me out, that's another 5. 20 gold. I'll wait out here. If that's okay with you.
Reish is literally going. I'm like, right. You can
If anything,
wanna
if anything is
wanna
that-
send in your little friend with me so that I can help make the right choices. Nodding yes, no. Your familiar's around on your shoulder. Not yet.
Ollie and
Oh, that's the one.
and the swallow appears on Brianne's shoulder. Tail
Sorry.
first.
Yeah.
Go ahead with Reish. He's used to swallows by now.
Well, good.
Poop on his shoulder.
It's good.
My bird does not poop.
Your bird doesn't.
No, it does not. Yours does. So now I have 2 birds on
Flip,
the
flip,
shoulder.
flip, 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 flip.
If
As you walk
anything-
in.
If you have anything left, please. Give it back.
bring me the change.
Bring the change.
Reish runs.
Reish is not a thief. Well,
He comes
not
out.
usually. There was that one
No, but
time.
the one time that
There was that one time.
small minor time.
Because it was from the church. Anyway.
Comes out with construction paper. I,
A printer.
Okay.
Alright.
I go to the store and look around for anything interesting. And
Okay,
Well,
they're
a
very
tavern-
helpful when they.
Is the tavern close by?
Yeah, it's not a very large town.
I feel like I've been
I'll-
sent on a stupid task.
Walk away to the tavern. I'll find Servas there.
Well,
He's
Hold on,
out
before you find
trying to find religion.
after my encounter, I'd probably actually swing by the general store too.
So I'm looking around and I can't find Servas.
You're
and
Shadow
I
and
can
all.
see Cricket, right?
yeah.
So I'll probably go
Shadow.
over to Cricket.
Yeah, cricket's in the end.
Yeah, in the tavern.
Yeah.
And
So I'm walking. I'm a small amount of help, real fast.
What?
My bird is with Reish, and I want to take a pic, but I'm afraid I can't see anything when I'm doing that. Can you just protect me?
Okay.
Thank you. I'm
Here,
just gonna sit
Come,
where
pull
her
up,
bird.
pull up a chair, I
Yeah.
guess.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll just like rest my hand on her shoulder.
And the eyes turn black. Black.
Black.
Black.
Ooh.
That's dark.
And she
Wasn't expecting that one.
see what's going on.
Yeah.
She
Cricket's
can't
hand's
hear.
gonna like.
She can only see.
Evelyn looks over and sees a young woman with black purplish eyes sitting at the table next to Cricket. And she's like, what the fuck?
Who did I invite into my inn?
With it
Don't you even dare.
comes with
Yeah.
like a jug.
I'm the specialist.
Don't you touch her.
She
Don't
tries
you
to
touch
come
her.
out with like a jug of something to drink to offer you, and just sees you and just turns around.
I can't wait to rage inside the store.
Like a barbarian in a tiny shop.
Oh, amazing. You probably already did. At some point.
All right, let's come back to Shadow. What's going on with you?
I'm heading to the bookshop.
Okay,
Yes.
you follow the instructions to get to the bookshop,
Yes.
and it's not a very big town.
Small shop.
It would be very impressive if you got lost. So
I,
It's a peaceful village.
but roll a d20 anyways, just to see if you roll a 1.
None. One. You leave the village.
no, I did not roll a one. I
Is that
rolled,
big?
what is this, investigation?
Did you roll higher than a 1?
Yes.
Okay, so you found the bookshop.
Okay. I rolled a 13.
Oh,
Okay,
that's more than enough.
you find it rather.
Is it?
You find it rather quickly. It's not very large. It's nice and quaint.
Okay.
You open the door and a bell goes off as you
Yes.
walk in, and there's the smell of old books.
Old books?
Old
Precisely old people.
Well, all books are generally. I mean, they're not. You're not going to find new books in a village like
It's
this.
a used bookstore.
Yeah.
Okay. The good kind.
And some you hear a voice from the back says, "I'll be with you in just one moment," and
Okay.
a few minutes later.
I'll look around in the meanwhile, and while I'm looking around, I just want to keep an eye out for, again, anything that looks religious in nature, or anything that looks interesting historically to me, that I would find interesting.
Roll investigation.
Okay, that's a natural one, but I do have passive investigation of 16. I don't know if that matters here. So,
You don't really see anything that catches your eye.
oh no, that's not a natural one. That's a 4. It's 5. It's better than a
You-
natural one.
You don't see anything that catches your eye.
Okay.
Um,
I'll wait until the woman comes
The
out.
woman comes out from the back, sees you, and says, "Oh, hello there.
Hi.
How can I help you?"
My name is Shadow. I have a letter for you from a woman named Lizzie.
Lizzie.
gonna
Oh,
give her-
Lizzie.
I'm gonna give her the letter that Lizzie gave me.
Oh. And she said, "Did you open the letter?"
I did not.
Okay, so this
I
is.
don't read through other people's mail.
So she cracks
Kind
the
of
seal
curious
of it,
cat are you?
And she
A
opens
very
it up.
curious cat, but
Reish-
also a respectful cat.
Reish would have.
Of course he would have.
And she looks at the letters, just nodding a little bit, and you see a look on her face, just curious. And she, oh, okay. Lizzie tells me that you're doing research.
Yes, I'm always researching.
Oh, okay. Well,
Did she tell you what kind?
well, she said that you're. She says that you're looking, that you're curious about.
I saw an interesting copy of the Divine Scripture in her house, that she said was passed down, not something they use. I wasn't able to look at it or because it was very, very old, but I am very interested in history.
Are you a follower of the Divine Sovereign? Or are you a
I'm going to
priest?
hold up my, hoping that this is the right move, I'm going to hold up my holy symbol that currently looks like the symbol of the Church of the Divine. But I am more interested in information, regardless of where it comes from. If it's a little bit different, I find the history and the culture fascinating.
Well, I'm certain I can help you. And she goes over to a shelf and pulls off a standard copy of the Bible of the Church of the Divine. And says, I mean, we have numerous copies if you're looking for something.
I have seen this. I was hoping you could tell me a little bit about the teachings of Aravandas.
She immediately looks up and just like looks around. I'm sorry. Where did? That's not a name you should really be saying.
Can I roll insight to try to figure out if this woman was asking me if I'm a follower of the church because
Yeah.
she's wary of church followers or because...
Roll insight.
Fine. Which dice should I pick?
Your blasphemy dice.
My blasphemy? They're all blasphemy dice. Yes, you know what? The one with the moon on it. Absolutely. Okay. Insight, right? 13?
She's wary
Of...
of the church.
Okay. I'm going to pick up my symbol again, and I'm going to, let me see here. I'm going to touch her shoulder and just cast guidance, and the symbol will glow, and through it you'll see that it's not the Church of the Divine symbol, that it's the moon and the star in the center there.
She takes a step back. She's like, wow, what?
I get the feeling that it's safe for me to share this with you. I'm not actually a follower of the Church of the Divine.
She walks to the door and locks the door and flips the sign around to close.
Sorry, guys.
I want to go to the bookstore. I want to go to the Tasha station.
We said didn't get to the bookstore. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, not sorry.
You're a wizard, Harry.
You worship Salune. Salune.
Nice.
Sorry, I'm not very
In this part of town, we
My eyes go
pronounce it
wide.
saloon.
You have heard of the Lady of the Moon?
Oh, I mean, I don't know much personally, but I recognize
lady
the
on the
symbol. I've seen it
Oh,
before.
man on the moon.
But it's not. I mean,
Anyone would be on the moon is made of cheese.
I wouldn't go around showing
Ooh,
that
go
to
there.
just anybody. It's
I
As
know.
a meats.
Yeah.
There's a reason why
I wonder where all
it's
those holes
hidden.
came from.
I know that my service of Selena would be frowned on anywhere.
Why are you looking to hear more of the teachings of Arandis?
I'm looking to hear more of the teachings of anybody. I want to learn. I'm interested in belief. I'm interested in what people choose to believe and choose to follow. anything that is different than what people have been taught is the only right way to believe.
I mean, we had an expression growing up that curiosity really could, would kill the...
I know the phrase. Unfortunately, it's rooted in truth. My people are a very curious people.
Curiosity tortures the tenacity.
Oh, goodness.
The name Arvandus is not one that's going to make you a lot of friends.
I was not planning on going around and just speaking it everywhere. I just want to learn.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
All you gotta
2
do is
8s
swear.
again.
All you gotta do is swear in front of the
Persuasion.
Yep.
Biscuits.
So gluey.
What? Okay, it's still fucking garbage. Sorry, excuse me.
Just roll
11.
again, right?
Double
11.
advantage. Triple advantage.
Maybe we should have had help.
You see that she looks at you and she comes to a decision. She says, "Listen, I hope you find what you're looking for. I really do, but there are dangers for searching for things like this. But if I may offer at least some personal advice." And she goes and said, "One moment." And she goes to the back room and comes out and she's like, "I know that travelers around here often like to pay their respects at an old shrine for the Church of the Divine. You could find it. It's less than half a day's travel from here." She gives you a
Which
map.
direction?
Better be east.
North. It's a half a day's travel. Honestly, it's a beautiful architecture. It's you can't really miss it, but you gotta be look for the entrances to the caves, and it just opens up, and it's a wonderful place to pay your respects. And I know that people who worship the Church of the Divine and want to connect have found answers there.
Okay. Thank you for your time. I'm going to take the map from her.
If I may, please don't go mentioning to others about that book that Lizzie has. It's not, you wouldn't be doing her any favors.
I only mentioned it to you because of the letter that she gave me. She seemed to trust you.
Well, as she should, but I mean, I've told my sister often that she shouldn't have that
I was
on
going
display.
to say, perhaps you might mention to Lizzie the next time you see her to remove it from the shelf and hide it somewhere safer. You have a very darling nephew.
Oh, you met Finn.
We did. And he's a boy who should be protected.
Thank you for your words.
One would say guarded.
Not like the other boys.
She taps your hand like meaningfully where you're holding the map and says, I hope you find what you're looking for.
Gracias. I'm gonna wait for her to unlock the door, and I guess I'll
Yeah.
go.
She opens the door, lets you out. Yeah.
The guards are waiting outside. Take your boys.
All right, coming around. Anyone else doing anything before you?
So I would have gone to the general store.
Okay.
I don't know if Reish is still there.
Oh, there's a szlafzyku.
Let's say it's after race. You all each got to have your own moments with Ellie S.
I'm just gonna look for a disguising or makeup kit, something to try to change this a bit.
Okay, all right. They definitely help you with that. It would end up costing
I'm looking for.
something.
I don't need like a whole kit. I don't think I can afford a whole kit right now.
Yeah, because a whole kit would be 25 gold pieces.
Yeah, but I'm one short because I paid off that guy to go pray some more. I just need like a little bit of makeup.
They
Worth it.
They sell you some makeup, but yeah, it's not the highest quality.
It is.
They give it to you for a gold piece. They offer
One
it.
gold piece? Okay, just enough makeup to cover me for a day.
Yep, nothing spectacular.
Okay.
Okay. So we're good. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just got it.
You got your stuff also.
I got the stuff, and then I go back to deliver it to Brienne, who's also.
It was all available.
I wasn't there.
What were you
I'm not
looking
there.
for
You're not
again?
there. You're not with Cricket.
What does your
Yeah,
shop,
I would
outside.
pick it.
what
when
does
I'm
your
outside.
shopping list tell
So
you
look around.
that you're looking for?
What's your elf eyes tell you?
Well, you mean when I was in the store?
Yeah.
Or doing? I wasn't
Just
okay.
just curious.
I
What
said if
you
you
might-
see anything interesting as well.
Yeah. Oh well. Then I looked around and she said I didn't see anything interesting. Or I thought so.
You just see the normal stuff. It's not. It's a general store.
So I'll pick up whatever's on my. What's that squiggle? Anyways,
Man, this
You
is
gave
so
them
bad.
20 gold, right?
Yes, I did.
And you bought
whatever was on the list.
the weaver's kit and
Healer's
the
kit,
Healer's kit, Weaver's kit.
replenishment,
Healer's
which
kit?
was, זה לא את כל הקיט, זה חצי קיט פחות או יותר, זה לא באמת צריך את כל החמש גולד, אבל...
We'll say it costs total about 12 gold.
makes sense.
Okay.
Sure.
And I don't get to keep 5.
And
That top
once outside, Ollie is gonna fly off your
Make sure you
shoulder
don't-
and
that's 49.
look at you and like
Why don't you just
fly
erase
backwards,
it?
invitingly.
It's a pencil.
Fly backwards.
Ollie's
Yeah,
the moment
so-
you're outside, he's directing
I
you.
look around. I don't see Brienne, so I follow Ollie.
Okay.
Back-
All right.
back to
Anyone
the-
else need to do anything in town while you guys are here?
Nope.
Well, I'm on-
I am watching over Brienne.
Right,
And I'm
there-
I'm like this, and I'm like,
and there's music there, right? Also,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing. He looks at anvils. Weird.
Okay.
It's okay.
You guys have a
I'm going to go back to the tavern.
We're
Yep.
not gonna
They
bother
had
with
dinner.
an apple.
They had dinner for you there. It's nothing
Okay.
to write home about.
I
Over
can put it in a bag.
over the meal, I asked everybody what.
That's
Well,
so
wait,
dark.
I wanted to, sorry. I wanted to do something when
Go.
we got back to Brienne, and he kept me back to the general store. So anyway,
Like so innocent.
Oh,
Best friends back in the end.
right.
Spitless
No,
silence
but
on
before dinner.
They're all
Oh.
I imagined her taller.
The two,
Oh, yeah?
so I wanted to do. So I wanted to like hear all the things. Here's your change. She said, looks like it was all what we needed. I also wanted to show you something. It was interesting because thank you for showing me your mask. And I haven't put anything into the amulet yet today. So I wanted to. My tattoo reconfigures into the celestial symbols, and I put my fingers I touch certain symbols on my hand, and and I cast what's it called? I had it written down here. Inflict wounds. That's it. Inflict wounds.
On who?
Into the
The
amulet.
amulet.
Oh, into the
Into the
amulet.
Oh my
amulet.
god.
It's like, who are you casting?
Thank you for
on?
thank you for this.
Into the amulet.
So what spell level are you casting this at?
Inflict wounds.
It's level 2.
So level 1 spell.
Inflict wounds is level 1. Nice.
Is it?
It's level 1.
So it's so like damaging. I thought it was
Yeah,
level
this
2.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Oh, this one
and-
is your breakaway,
So I touch the symbols and I say pain in celestial.
All right. Roll a d100.
I picked that up.
84. I'm really good at rolling.
Inflict wounds, you said?
Yep.
Again, it You feel it's like you're getting really, really good at this.
Going
And
badly at some point.
it ends up,
Well, we'll see what happens.
again, you feel like it's, even though you cast a level 1 spell, you feel like the power of the spell is now like in your hands and through the amulet, and it's at a level
Take it,
2.
Reish. Feel the power.
So like, I've been putting every day some energy into this amulet, and it's storing it, and it's making it stronger.
Yep.
And I haven't tried taking anything back out of it yet, but I want to see how much it can hold.
I'm gonna overcharge his battery.
Are you telling anyone this, or are
No,
you
no,
just
this
talking to
one,
yourself?
I'm showing it to Graham because she shared the page of magical notes with me. That's like the first time anybody's actually willingly given me
Information.
Yeah, science notes. So I'm like, it's excited to share back this information that I hadn't really shared yet.
Can I look at it?
What? Sure.
And I'll cast Identify ritually on the amulet.
Okay.
We didn't got it. Oh, you want
Well, I don't think we've done a full identify on it yet, actually.
I haven't
Do you have a
attuned.
pearl?
I haven't spoken.
You have a pearl? You need a pearl worth 100 GP to cast Identify.
Yeah.
As a ritual.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you still need to have it, I think.
It's why I haven't cast it.
I
I
can do
haven't
it.
taken Identify yet because I'm so angry that I don't have a pearl, even
I-
though I live by the sea.
I can, by the way,
Just
I
gotta save
can,
the town.
I
We'll
can
do
do
a
that
pearl.
without.
Damn.
Can I do that without
Would
a
it
pearl
make
if I have
sense?
an arcane focus?
No, because it
Would
has
it make
a monetary
sense
value.
for,
Anything that
Oh,
has
right, monetary value. You
Brienne
did,
to
right.
You just gotta save the
a
town
small
You don't
amount
need
of
materials
frog
pearls
fish people.
for identifying.
It doesn't consume it. You'd only need one.
You only need one.
You don't need
I
one.
need one. Would
One-
it make
one
sense
pearl.
for Brienne to have one?
It would make sense for me to have one if you didn't let me have one.
Don't you have
Nice.
pearls
I
in your
live by the
ears?
sea. We're fishermen. We make
Well,
jewelry out of
persuasion.
coral and
Pearls,
Have
pearls
in
are
your
not
ears?
pearls.
No, but you
And
think there aren't oysters
it's
there?
a bonus של
know.
בריאה
For,
שלי.
have
for
pearls in
persuading
your
me, go ahead.
That's
זה
also-
מוסיף את הכריזמה שלי או של בריאן? כי לבריאן יש על הפרצוף.
Brienne,
On the face.
On the
On the
face.
face.
what?
13.
Which explains nothing to anybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It means
Yeah.
terrible.
He said gum, but gum. Also and also.
Also, I don't.
You gave her the pearl.
Miriam. Pronouns.
Okay.
Do you want to rage? I have a few.
I'm sorry, man. I'm
Which
so
die is for
sorry.
raging?
Yep.
Sorry for this.
Yep.
Which die is for shimmy on the couch?
I see how it goes. Rich people get whatever they want. Okay.
There's some,
Right?
Yeah. Eat the
Roll's
rich.
not
you
fair.
cast a spell, but something is wrong, and it feels almost like the spell has been blocked.
By the item.
Yeah.
You alright?
Did you identify this?
What? I don't have a pearl. I need to
Try.
I need to focus
Try.
to do it.
Do you have
Okay.
Identify prepared?
I actually do because I forgot about the monetary requirement.
Well, it's a ritual
and
anyways.
It's a ritual. Right. No.
You can cast it ritually.
I can cast it ritually, but I need to have it prepared.
I know.
Yeah.
I walk in while he's casting it. Oh, you have a pearl.
It's not mine.
I've been looking for one.
He's in the middle.
Don't you?
He's in the middle.
So
Yes, this country's gonna start over again.
Everyone casts Identify.
My tattoo keeps reconfiguring different symbols as I'm concentrating to do the over the pearl and holding the amulet for 10 minutes.
You get the same feeling
That's being
that
blocked.
that something's blocking it.
4 minutes. to go.
I can't get anything of it. I can't get anything out of it, man. And I give the pearl back.
And you guys just tune to it.
What is that
Yeah.
behind it?
No one identified it.
You
You all
can-
just attuned to it.
We can only be I think
No,
only one
what's his
person
name
can be
identified?
entangled at a time.
Harold or whatever.
But
Reish.
and I don't know who can. I think we need to entangle with
wait,
it.
Albert.
Before, no. What is the worst that can happen?
Instant death.
I don't understand
What is the worst that can happen
for what.
for a person to tune to the magical item
I've never seen anything bad happen.
without knowing what it is? and it blocks you from reaching in and knowing what it is. What's the worst that can happen?
I think the answer is
There's things worse than that.
Death is not the worst, but it could be a lot of bad things.
What are you trying to say?
That whatever death is, let me gesture to that. I hope it. I sincerely hope it does only what you felt it did, and not anything else. And if it does, we'll have
Only
to...
made me feel stronger.
Okay, that's good.
It's helped me understand how to modify more things. It's really fascinating. You can if you want to turn to entangle with it as well and get stronger.
No, thank you.
What spells are in the,
What spells are in it?
what spells are in it?
What spells are in the item?
You wouldn't know though
You wouldn't,
unless
you wouldn't know. You haven't been around it. I mean, I can tell you.
No, I'm assuming in the notes.
Firebolt with an extra die of damage, guiding bolt level 2, and inflict wounds level 2.
You've had it the entire time. Like, you
I
haven't-
have had it the entire
Yeah,
time.
you haven't
Inflict
given.
wounds
No one
level
else
2?
has attuned to it after
Since I put
since
spells in
you
it.
put
No.
spells in it.
No, oh right, since you put spells in it, but I attuned
Yeah,
before
you
the spells.
attuned to it before.
No,
yeah, you have
no,
the plus
but
5.
Oh, it upgrades it.
There's a level swap bonus.
You attuned to it. Cricket attuned to it.
and
And
not
Reish
shadow,
attuned.
not shadow,
for
not,
Kurt,
not,
right.
yeah.
I try to avoid risk when I can.
If it's bad, I mean, you
I
went
don't
down
mind
entangled.
risk.
I got
I
an
just like to
entanglement
know
from
what
it,
I'm
it was
getting
fine.
into in general. I prefer knowledge.
Oh, yes. I guess what I'm saying is the risk past the threshold of me actually taking it.
I'll let you know if anything goes wrong.
Please do. Okay.
So,
Uh,
what did everyone do? What did you all get up to in town?
The bookshop was closed.
That's unfortunate, my friend. Maybe in the morning.
Oh, also, I noticed Cricket vibing to the music, and I wanted to take one of my stones and put a recording of the music in it. And say I see. Oh, I so this is the first. I see that you've been.
Thanks, Mariam.
Hey Cricket, I see that you've been a little hard on me, but the music. I see you like music. Here, you can take some with you.
This is a rock Reish.
That goes into the cricket quotes.
Hold it up to your ear, and there's in 6 seconds of so it's not a message, it's a sound. Okay, I'm not sure how recording sound works in it. Because it said it records sounds or a 6-second message. I don't know how to use it.
Also-
But how much of the sound?
It's-
The
I
sound
think
is like,
6
it's like a
seconds.
squeaking or it's
6 seconds.
about 6 seconds total.
Yeah.
Well,
So
yeah, that's
fine. Yeah, there's a 6-second loop of the music. No.
Is it a good 6-second clip, or is it like?
It starts
It's very
right before a
true.
key change, and then it just goes down back to it. It just goes down.
it's like an online game menu.
Yeah, it's a very short loop. I can do it for a couple of them.
Thank you. It's a nice stone. I'm gonna put it into my pouch.
Try to eat it.
I'm holding it between like 2 fingers, and I'm just gonna.
I'm going to, like, Shadow's trying to figure out how to bring something up. She's clearly trying to, like, so I heard about an interesting place while I was in town. Someone mentioned it's a tourist location, but it's supposed to be very beautiful. apparently
Tourist location.
about half a day's travel north.
North.
There's an old,
Reish would like to roll.
there's an ancient church of the Church of the Divine.
So only because of this performance,
I'm like
rolling
side
insights.
eyeing quietly, like I'm like
Yeah, I'm gonna do
I do the
that.
Thor.
Going to the giant peanut.
What was
Where
that?
are we going to the giant peanuts?
Oh my god.
22.
I'm gonna
One of my favorite
Thor.
lines.
Oh, yeah.
into your-
Oh yeah, Shadow is definitely trying to like
Wait.
What just
wants
happened?
to
What
go
you
to
roll?
this place.
At
Just trying to
disadvantage.
get
What?
you guys to decide that you want to go to this place.
Uh-huh.
What
Shut
did you,
up.
what did you roll? on?
Insight.
How much did I get inside?
5.
Nice.
Shadow,
Insight's wisdom.
I don't know.
You got 5 to your wisdom?
Shit, it's
Probably took
what's called,
proficiency.
proficiency.
Oh, right. The prodigy.
Shadow, I don't know what is your reasons, but you can just. It's fine. You don't.
We're listen. If we were not in a rush to get to Delinon and everything else, I just.
Half a day.
If you wanna, if, listen,
I have-
I'm all for people visiting the church, and I'm excited in your interest. I'm happy to discuss
Is
this
that
with
where
you.
you want to go?
But we're going to a big
can't be
church
over.
that's not old.
I'm. Oh, Sebastian, I thought you would be the one who would want to go. I have a very special interest in history of a certain type. And I heard about this place and it's something I would be interested to see. There might be some information there that would be important to me, but I do not want to take away from our current purpose. I would like to go if none of you think it's the time, if you think that we need to make the most haste to Delinon, then I will not argue with you, but I would be happy to go north.
I'm gonna put my hand on Shadow's hand and be like, I'm glad our talks have helped you understand that there's important information there for you to find. But it's a day's travel off
Well,
of
it's
our-
half a day travel,
There.
and we could essentially continue east from there.
But it will be off the road. Our travel will be slowed.
Yes, perhaps.
Off
We
the
don't
road's
know.
not a bad thing.
As it is, we
Not
did
that I
not.
want to be.
We didn't want to stay on the road.
To be honest, I see no pressure in us researching the past as soon as possible. The only
We're being
thing,
hunted.
yes, but just maybe making sure we're not doing predictable moves is also
If we are
Good.
being hunted, then going off the
And-
road could be a good option.
also
I think that
Honestly,
was the
to
plan, as
me-
it was.
the only point of pressure, the only thing I'm focused on for our time together is finding a way to get word to my parents, and that might take some time as it is. Going and for one day off road, I'm okay with that. I don't mind getting away from focus. I don't mind getting away from the concentration of people that we had at the caravan that we have here in this town.
I agree. It would be good to not have so many eyes on us. Half a day, and then due east. Losing half a day is not that bad, I guess. I'm just worried that every hour that we're not heading toward our goal as quickly as possible is another hour that we're giving them a chance to catch us, take us back to jail for. Remember, we're escapees from a death penalty.
From far, far away.
We'll be fine.
That's,
Reish, sometimes your optimism is nice.
that's one way to put it.
As long as we don't take too much.
It would be-
Listen, a visit to the church.
Just
I was
want
just
to
looking
visit.
for a church, so I'm all for it. But
Oh.
listen, we need to just we can't have too many distractions.
From what I understand, it's not really a tourist location. It's out of the way. It is supposed to be
You
beautiful.
just said it was a tourist location.
In this instance, Reish, I was trying to convince people to do something without giving the full reason because I was embarrassed.
What's to be embarrassed about going to the church?
Well, let me tell you, at least 3 things.
Actually,
First of all,
actually, Brienne giggles. The moment you say that, she's like, "There's,
Reish notices.
you know, Sir Russ, I find your faith inspiring, and I've seen many people of faith, and maybe it's because of the type of people I've been around. For them, faith and divine sovereign, the church of the divine, it hasn't the weight that you carry in your faith. It's not the same. Never met anyone as faithful as you.
why do I sense a butt?
I didn't sense one.
Okay.
But nobody. But
So I think maybe
However.
this could be a. I don't want to say the word pilgrimage for us as a group, but
I'm not sure I would call it. It's not. It's
not a pilgrimage, but here's my but.
Ease it, but
You guys are willing to listen. I've been a part of the church for a long time, and I've had. I have a very close friend who he and I have discussed the virtues of the church, or the different takes of the virtues of the church, and we have our difference of opinions on it. But we were talking about, killing orcs not a while ago, and a lot of you guys are willing to say, oh, not all orcs are all bad.
Hashtag not all orcs.
If you're willing to come to the defense of orcs that go around murdering villages, slaughtering, and maybe there's an opportunity here to put down some of your, or look past a lot of your biases against the church for whatever reason you have them. The church has helped many, 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 many of people.
It has.
And yes, there are people
You
who
are one of them.
helped me tremendously, and I'd like to think that I carry that message of help and light and service.
With service? Disservice, yo!
I'd like to think that I carry that message with me to others, and I think that maybe if we have some time where we can see this church, and maybe I help you see it through a new take, maybe you'll understand more why the church is
Shadow
good.
is
I
inside doubting whether it's a good idea to be bringing
So-
us to this place.
so that's up until yesterday. I haven't met a woman in my life. I have not, and so I cannot speak for the rest of them, but I've met plenty divine faithful, and not all divine faithful are good intents.
I have visited many a church. I understand that there are some who may.
And so if we can believe and understand that not all faithful men
Have good intentions and have kindness.
I
And
haven't met one that has.
Ouch.
then maybe we can find in our
Not a
hearts
fan of the church.
a place to believe the opposite might be true as well. I'm not saying it is, I'm saying it's possible.
I will agree that there are many things that are possible, but I've been a part of the church for 30 years. I've seen many different churches in many different towns. I've been given shelter and food and warmth in all of them until they thought I was a threat to the town because of my transformation. They chased me to protect those. I don't blame them for
Well, of course they
the
want
way
to
they
protect them. Where do you think they got all that money and food and shelter from? They screw the populace out of it. They take the money from them for services rendered.
they're protecting the towns and the villages.
It's a racketeering.
Would-
Protecting the villages
Okay,
from
but
them.
what good are the villagers with their money when the orcs come rampaging through? You think they're going to be able to pay the orcs off with their money?
No, in the south, we pay off the church to bless the fields, which they don't.
Do your fields grow crops?
The fields grow crops.
Okay.
Not so well, and only the people who pay them off, and not even them you have to like them. My parents paid them off. And they said they'd be giving blessings and guidance, but I saw that they weren't.
You saw that they weren't blessing?
They weren't. They took my parents' money. My parents lost their farm because the church stole, because they paid for blessings that they didn't get from the church. The church steals the people's money.
That
Where
is.
was
They
this-
bless some people. Halifin.
Where was the
Halifin.
Halifin? Do I know
Roll
history?
You
history.
keep getting out my backstory.
Do I have
It's
advantage of
dramatic.
this?
Uh,
For some
Exciting
reason?
backstory.
No.
It is. It's important.
This is a great way to get it out.
Halifin. Where is it?
This is a DM approved backstory, so this happened.
Where is Halifin?
South, really south, about as south as you can go. Central.
We're all-
I promise you that where I live is more south than where you
Wherever
live.
people are.
Oh, so now we got people! Wow!
Oh,
regular.
Wow.
Normal folk!
Can't find Halifin.
Is this
on the
Reish
map.
saying or is this Aubrey right now? Wow.
Can't find
No,
Halifin
but
on
not
the map.
actual. That's what.
Fine.
You didn't actually say that in the
Tiny.
game.
Fine.
Halifin, you're looking wrong. It's not to the south.
So-
It's
so-
to the
Shadow doesn't have to turn your
east.
face
Oh,
off.
it's the east.
It's south.
Hello.
Southwest.
I was more
of-
more south than you.
Sorry.
Okay, wait.
Okay, I was wrong about where it was. I forgot. I forgot where I
15.
lived.
What?
Sorry. I lived in a small town outside of Halifin.
Okay.
Sorry, a small town
It's
outside of
fine.
Halifin.
Yeah, you know, you're familiar with
Shadows more
with Halifin. You
Basically,
know,
the main
it's a-
focus I would think of the moment he says that they lost their farm to the church and whatever,
The industry.
everything he described, I would try to think of like who's the Lord in charge.
Your stuff.
And I would probably know
No,
wherever the Lord was in charge of the region. Whoever we pay our taxes.
Lord Silverheart.
One moment.
Oh,
And your parents lost their farm to this Lord.
To the church more specifically, or I don't know if he is the church. The church and the government are the same, right? So yes,
He's a representative.
he's the head of the
Lord.
church. He's the head of the church in the region. Right? So yes,
Silver.
heart. That's
Do I know anything of that person?
H-A-R-T.
H-A-R-T?
Okay.
Like
Do I know anything about Lord Silverheart?
Yes, but I'll get back to you about that.
Sure.
I'm sorry that your family lost their farm. I'm sure that was a devastating encounter, but the church doesn't necessarily pray. The minute you hand over your coin, that's not how it works. They have to go to the temples. They have to do their divine services. They have to worship and it's not here's your money. The divine sovereign accepts the transaction and the blessings bestowed.
They were supposed to give the blessings. They were traveling. The priest would come around to the land to collect the blessings money.
Right.
And then they're supposed to perform the blessings then. I saw them performing it on the neighbor's town to give them more money. They like better because they. I don't know who they like and they don't like. I don't know the politics, but they weren't performing it on our land, and we paid the same money.
I can tell you that ruling the land takes many forms, and in some of them, we take care of our people, and we don't take their land.
They're still on the land. They just don't own it anymore, and they're working for the church.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
But they still believe. I keep telling them that's why I left. Just couldn't be there anymore. I had to go. I watched the church. I watched them perform their miracles, and they don't. And I watched it. And that's how I learned to do it. I spent a couple of days, and I learned how to make holy water. Nothing they do is special, divine from a god. It's all things that anybody can do. They just pretend that it all comes down, and they cheat. They lie and cheat.
So if this is not a
That's what
divine
the church
thing, if
does.
this is just something that you can equate, why didn't you bless your own lands?
I didn't have the ability. I didn't learn how until after it was too late. We didn't have the money to buy it.
What benefit would the church have if the land provides food for the church?
And the church owns the land.
If the church owns the land,
They don't
Even
know,
if
but
they-
now they own it. They don't have to. They pay less for the crops and for what's grown on the land. It's their property now.
You don't own the crops.
If the
They
people
don't earn
move
money.
out, if
No.
they can.
They
switch
work
them
to live.
and-
Like they're not earning any. We don't earn a salary. We don't have money. We're allowed to live on the land and eat food for working it. And we still and that doesn't cover any other expenses. You have to. We had to take other jobs as well.
I can't speak for Lord Silverheart and his church that the priest that he presides over. I've never been to Halifax.
Doesn't the divine sovereign know what happens in his church? Isn't he all knowing, all powerful?
The divine sovereign is a man, and he is very sick.
You're preaching to the choir.
No, I'm saying the church is not the divine sovereign. The church is a tool used to rule a nation effectively. Some people do it for the better of the people, some do it
For the
badly.
betterment of themselves.
Couldn't put it better myself.
You need to expose it. If the people knew,
I
they
think
wouldn't be able to do it.
I think that we are 5 travelers in the middle of a very, very small town in the middle of nowhere.
We're getting very loud.
Down with the king!
I also think that we cannot expect our friend here to answer for every wrong any of us have ever felt that has been committed against us by the church. He believes. He has strength in that belief. I think for tonight, we can leave it at that. We have a journey ahead of us. We're going to try and...
Going to church?
We're going to try and take down the people who framed us. And I think that it's very possible that what you want is very much aligned with that. So I say we should drink something. I'm gonna call the waitress over.
Evelyn actually
don't have
tried
my
to
jug
come over,
anymore.
but when you screamed down with the king,
Did not happen.
She's very good at redirecting herself.
Nope. No. I was like, I don't even know why I even bothered.
Evelyn's an airbender.
I'm just bothering myself at this point.
I try not to drink.
Okay. I have a passive perception of 21, so I notice. I don't say anything.
I'll take her.
What about some food then? I am starving.
Evelyn, do you have mushrooms by any chance?
What are those?
Not enough.
sure.
Have you ever made mushrooms fried in butter with some sage? Is that something you could possibly bring to the table for my friend?
We have a sage right here.
I'm sure we could scrape something like that together.
Excellent. And for the rest of us, whatever is being served for dinner would be wonderful.
Okay. Regular food for all of you. So for you, the mushrooms.
I suppose, yes.
Is that all right? Was there something else you wanted?
No.
Do you eat anything special?
Yes, food.
Oh, okay.
Shadow.
Would you?
As she turns around and walks away, I go,
Is there anything not meat related, or if anything?
yes.
I don't understand. the question.
Vegetarian?
I'll eat
Yeah.
yours.
I forgot
That
he's
makes sense.
vegetarian.
I'll eat yours.
Shadow.
Some potatoes and some.
I've been practicing my
Roots.
sewing.
Oh.
Sure.
I hope that's adequate. That's just a small gift. It's like a patch,
Yeah.
and it has. Can I draw for a moment? It has like a 3D sun with three layers of rays. Pretty much similar to the Divine Sovereign symbol, but it's arranged in a manner where.
Not like that.
No, not like that. No. But it's arranged in a manner where you can, if you look at it the right way, you can see like a crescent moon and a star.
Oh. This is exquisite. How did you do this?
It's really not.
I can't make anything like this.
No.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm gonna look around at the best place to kind of I'm not gonna do it, but tonight when I go up to the room, I'll pull out my own.
Okay, it's
So-
very important to me
Yes.
that we finish tonight before we.
Yes. So when I go up to the room tonight, I'm going to find a good place to sew it. I'll probably
You go for another few hours.
sew it onto one of the folds of my cloak.
מאוד גרוע איך שעשיתי את זה, אני מקווה שזה מספיק ברור. זה כאילו שלושה,
Oh, yeah.
like 3 rays
Yeah.
arranged in a manner where.
That's cool.
Does anyone else want to do
That's cool, I
anything
like it.
before you guys are going to sleep for the night?
I'm
Is
excited to
any-
go to church tomorrow.
What? Is anyone
Take
setting
me
up
to
watch?
church.
Are you
We're going to church.
Is anyone setting up watch, or are you putting some sort of locks
Ula-
on the doors
Ula
other
is-
than what they have?
Ula's always,
How are we doing the room split?
circling
Are me and Reish
The
in the same
girls
room?
are in one room and you guys are in another room.
Yep.
I am
Slumber
going to.
party.
Oh my gosh!
How many beds are in the room?
And there was one.
Roll a D.
Oh, roll a d1.
Oh no.
There are 2 beds.
Is
I
Reish a
wouldn't- I
ninja
wouldn't do
sleeper?
that to serve us.
I take the bottom bunk.
Did you bring me
I make sure to fart a lot. I eat extra
Every time you do it, Reish like kicks the bucket.
Serve us. Roll a d12.
How bad is my bad? A 3. A 3.
3 times during the night.
We hear it.
I like that I was
Through the
up
door.
to 12. Should we? Oh, well, but are there chairs in them? Can we put a chair against the door just to
Yep.
give an extra sense of?
Yep.
Okay.
I leave the window open so Ula can fly in and out if it needs to come to warn us or whatever.
Okay.
What's the ambience like outside? Can we hear like the wind blowing or like trees rustling or like water or anything?
There are trees, but it's much more open grasslands around. So, but you can hear the wind. It's a very nice, pleasant breeze.
Alright, so I'm
It
gonna
was a good day for weather.
I'm gonna open the window and sleep closest to it.
Oh, one last thing.
1 second. Cricket, roll for me d20, please.
9.
You notice that in one corner of the window there's a spider in a spider web, and the spider just very, very comes down in the web and just creeps up and just climbs up onto your hand as you're sitting looking at the window and just sits there.
I'm just gonna let it crawl around my fingers for a little bit.
Please don't eat it.
Her tongue splashes out.
I'm going to like guide it over to my pillow, see if it wants to climb off. If it doesn't, I'm gonna return it to the web.
It goes back up to the web.
Okay.
It doesn't know how to write, otherwise it would be like Charlotte, you know, it'd be
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna pick up
Humble.
next time. We're picking up
In the morning.
in the morning.
Okay.
There's nothing else that's happening nope.
The dream.
Roll a d20.
Okay.
Are we not picking up in the morning?
No, we'll do this dream now so we can pick it up in the morning.
I'm dreaming every night. That's 2.
You get the dream music.
You just sleep, dreamless sleep.
Oh.
No music.
Nothing and
Cut the music.
nothing that
Is there nothing similar to the inside of my mask?
it's nothing that you wake up, you don't remember your dream. This is nothing that you remember.
Finally quit.
Were we robbed? Everything okay at night? Did you?
Oh no, you wake up and the place is in flames. Roll initiative.
So hot!
That's
So
what I told you should do. Start.
Well, I expected you guys to get a little bit further away from it, but it's okay. You guys, that was amazing. And we're picking it up next time
We don't have time for combat. Let's
in the
go.
morning, and we've got. I had a lot of maps ready for you. We're going to use them tomorrow. Don't worry. Not tomorrow. The next
Tomorrow?
2 weeks.
Oh.
There's a slight focus in our group for role-playing